the day, J Kid was the man, boy. Put the team on his back like a Jansport. Ben 10 with the dribble, drive, handoff, pick and roll, full contact. This is a man sport. County of Kings, really the Kingsborough. You know Crown Heights, so you know that sound right. Brooklyn Bridges, DFS defending. The Brooklyn Block Party, claps and double digits. Got the Barclays clicking, the whole block is with it. Left a lot on the table, now we coming to get it. The shook one's gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N. 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 B-R-O-O-K, we well. Ah, okay, we well. Ah, okay, we well. Ah, okay, we well. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
That hit. Cam Thomas.
Just give me the ball, I'm fitting the score next. My J is all net, me and Jay with your all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Make you watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a bar smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as Shamsu, and when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. To stir that whole Millie rock like a fan do. That's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N. B-R-O.
Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Yo, Audrey, that's my fault, bro. Yeah, he not coming to the team. I put he coming to the team. Yo, he is not coming to the team, and I'm happy about it. I'm gonna go and fix this real quick. But Joey, talk to me about Donovan Mitchell not coming to the team and how you feel about it. I'm gonna go fix this error because I got him coming to the team, but he should not be coming to the team. So just get into do you like the fact that he's not coming to the team, or did you want him to come to the team?
I mean, when they first started talking about him coming to the team, I thought that, it was interesting. I thought he would be able to help Bridges, and you know what I mean? I that would give us a clear number one option, a guy who could close out games. Because as you seen last year, that's what we were missing, a closer. And I thought the idea of him, Bridges, and Cam Thomas and everybody we got and building around that was kind of interesting. I knew we wouldn't be contenders right away, though. I knew it would still take some time with Spider being in Brooklyn. It wasn't going to automatically make us contenders. It would have probably made us in the middle of the pack team, like bottom, of the playoff race type 7th, 8th seed type shit. But I didn't see, Spider coming here and automatically fixing our problems. Now, after we, already chose the direction of pretty much building with the youth and building through the draft, I'm cool with him not coming here, man. Like, that's fine. It wouldn't even have made sense for him to come here in the first place. Like, Spider not gonna come to Brooklyn to sit through a rebuild, y'all. Like, that's not happening. Like, he trying to get a ring. So
that's what I totally agree with you, Joey. I feel like if we get to the first round or second round, that's success for the Brooklyn Nets. If he do, then he that's bad.
Right,
so like
exactly.
You said, trajectory wise, it's two different.
He been going to the first or second round for years, getting knocked out. He trying to, you know what I mean? So, he ain't trying to come here to lose. You know what I'm saying? But I'm comfortable with it. Like, we chose our direction, and like I said, I'm pretty excited to see what Marks are going to do with these draft picks. I mean, we haven't, as an organization, drafted high in a very long time, and I'm excited for the future, man. So I'm cool with him not coming here.
Okay, so let's get into that, because everybody keeps talking about these high draft picks, and first off, I guess when they talking about how good this draft is supposed to be, they only talking about the top 3 picks. Again, I feel like the 2021 draft was pretty good, and they got a lot of good players out of there. Saboon, Jalen Green, Cam Thomas, Daron Sharp, Cade Cunningham. So what I'm saying is, when we revisit that let's talk about the top 3 draft picks over the years and how they panned out, Joey. Let's get into that. So the last year's first 1, 2, and 3 draft pick was Wemby, Scoot Henderson, and Brandon Miller, right? Too early to say what they're gonna do with their careers. Let's give them a 3-year window. Cam Thomas, that 2021 year. Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green. How are they panning out for their team? They 1 and 2 for their team. How are they panning out?
I mean, I think they kind of right on par, and it's kind of hard to like really put like their team success on their back because they're young stars and they're still learning. You know what I mean? And they on rebuilding teams. I think Jalen and Kate are right on point. And obviously Cam Thomas has overplayed based off of where he was picked at. So the production you getting out of somebody that was picked where Cam Thomas was picked is fucking great. So yeah, that I think that draft is I think Jalen and Kate right where they're supposed to be. I think
So
Cam probably
it's what you expect from a 1 and 2 out the draft. This where they
pretty
should be
much.
in their career. You feel like they where they should be.
Pretty much, but you don't expect that out of somebody like Cam Thomas, who was he was picked late in the first round,
Yeah,
like
he's
29th or some
27th
shit.
pick. Yeah,
Yeah,
nah, Day'Ron Shaw was 29th. Cam
oh,
Thomas was 27th.
he was 27 in the first round, right?
First round, yeah.
Yeah. So he was a late first rounder. So it's not like Cam was no lottery fucking player, and he in the league doing this thing, putting up 30 and 40 balls like without breaking a sweat. So I mean, yeah.
So again, I just want to go over. All right, so let's get to what was 2020 first round draft picks, top 3. And what I'm saying is, do the top 3 always get busy like that?
No,
You feel
it
what I'm
don't always
saying?
get
Remember,
busy. It's a
look at
crapshoot. They don't
right. This
always.
is yeah. Talk to me, bro. Because my thing is, I see us hopping on these 3 draft picks, but everybody say this is a good draft. There's 60 players in the draft, but everybody care only about these 3 draft picks. There's 57 draft picks now. I heard them stretch it though. I won't lie, like to 5. They like, yo, I think VJ Hedgecomb or something like that.
Nah, you gotta understand though. This is this. I think you're getting a little confused. So this is a very very talented draft, like heavy. Like you could go through the whole first round and pick out gems. I think the 3 or 4 names you are hearing are fucking life changing picks. Like those are life changing. Like these guys might be generational talent type shit, like Ace Bailey, Cooper Flag. You know these guys. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that it's still not a deep, talented draft. It's just that these guys right here could you know what I mean? They gonna be one of them ones for sure. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yo, this is what I'm saying. Like, my thing is this, right? For one, I don't like to intentionally lose, and I know the reason why we got our draft picks is to control what happens, and we could lose and get a good draft pick, or at least at minimum, we in the lottery. We got 32 wins. Houston got a 3rd pick for that. That 32 wins and 50 losses was tough to recap, bro.
yeah, it was. I don't think. You know what? I hate when niggas be like, "Yo, the Brooklyn Nets are trying to." I really don't think they trying to lose, right? They listen. The Nets know that they're not going to win a lot of basketball games based off of who they're putting on the floor. That doesn't mean that they're trying to like the team they're like they telling the players, though, y'all niggas go out there and lose, yo. Like don't even try to win. Like
Nah,
the
but
players.
hold on, bro. Hold on. Don't that contradict with and again, with these players that y'all talking about, my thing is, far as fits, Ace Bailey is the one that makes sense. We ain't got nobody strong at 3. Don't go in the draft and get a 2 when we got Cam Thomas. Don't go in and then so whose spot getting took it? Basically, y'all trying to say whoever come in next year, if it's Ace Bailey, he get that small forward spot, he got it locked. I give it to him over Jalen Wilson. Facts.
Yeah,
But at the end, so that's what I'm saying. Like y'all looking for a power forward. What are these positions of these players? I know Ace Bailey is a small forward. Cooper Flag, what position he play?
Coop like a 4.
So he taking Noah Clowney's spot. Noah Clowney coming off the bench.
bro. But here's the thing, though, Breezy.
I'm just saying.
But let me just rewind. Let me just bring it back. Let me reel it back in. We don't know the mindset of the Brooklyn Nets and how they're going to be drafting, because when they get that pick, we don't know if they're going to be drafting for fit, or we don't know if they're going to be drafting for, hey, let's just select the best available player right now and we deal with the rest later. We don't know what their mindset going to be, bro.
But
Most of the
right,
time,
they unpredictable.
yeah, so most of the time is they usually just pick the best talent at that given point. Fuck need. Yo, this is the best player right now, and this is who we're gonna pick. So I mean, if they do that, and then let's just say we fucking pick Cooper Flag, and I mean, Klein just gonna have to deal with it, nigga. You gonna get? I mean, it's this nigga's a fucking this nigga's a fucking first round draft pick, top 10 pick, top 5 pick. Like you gonna have to eat that. Not saying that he might not get no burn, but you know,
Hold on, Terrell Davis in the comments. He said Cooper can play the three with Clowney at the four and Clax at the four if we take Cooper in a position to take him. Um, bro, my thing is, yeah, I imagine Cooper Flag is everything I say he is, right? But he will be cutting right into the player development. Remember, the same coaches are supposed to be the same for next season too. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And like, and my thing is, there's a lot of upside with Noah Clowney.
But my thing is like niggas. But I feel you though, Breezy. But just because he might get bumped and not be a starter, don't mean he not gonna be getting no tick. Like he gonna probably still, if the Nets are going all in on youth and player development, I mean Noah Clowney is gonna fall right in line with a Cooper Flag. I mean they're both young players. I mean like this is Clowney gonna be Clowney's second year. I mean obviously somebody got to start, somebody got to sit the bench. But either way it go, I think whether Clowney starts or whether he comes off the bench, he's going to get a significant amount of minutes this season.
Nah, I agree with you, bro. Um, Again, man, like you said, we don't know what they're gonna do. But my thing, if they listening to the podcast, man, go for the fit. You already got Cam Thomas that could score. You know he could, you know what I mean, create his own shot. But you want him to have help. Cam Thomas said he want to run point in an interview with JJ Redick. He said he want the
Yeah.
ball in his hands. So
I
you
mean, we
know,
don't, we don't, we don't know. Like they could be, for all we know, the Nets probably ain't even really looking at Cam as like a future piece. They probably still undecided on Cam for real if they going to consider him a future piece moving forward to build upon or be a part of a championship contending team. I seen I wrote I seen a comment about Cam Thomas, and it said Cam is either going to be a tank commander for us. This year will prove if he's going to be our tank commander or if he's going to be a solid rotational focal point into Brooklyn's future. So
sure.
I don't know.
Yo, listen, this is what I'm saying. And again, like I said, ain't you know what I mean? Like, let's just say in the Nets fan world, we play great next season. And uh whatever draft pick we get. And we just make them fit because we play that well with the who we already got. Now, some would disagree, which is fine. But case in point is the chemistry is what I'm betting on. Don't 82 games with Clax and Clowney, and Clax in a post game interview said finally they doing what I asked. They got me another big to help because he missed Kevin Durant. And not a
Right.
sub at Cam Johnson, but Cam Johnson is a small forward. You know what I'm saying? DFS, he is small forward. You feel what I'm saying? It's
Right.
176. Bro, what kind of trade you talking about? We ain't gotta get y'all shit. But what kind of trade you talking about?
He talking
You
about
know?
Dorian Finney-Smith. Yeah.
Nah, man. He give you out for what? What were we getting back? Teams, this is the arrogance of these teams. They think they could just come here and get what they want just because they asked for it.
And
Nah, we
give
gotta
and give
play
a
the
shit.
we gotta play the long game. We gonna change it up. Like, all right, this is
You
how
know
we
who
fit in
good
the
for that? Laker fans. Laker fans good for that shit, boy. They think you can. They just gonna get everybody, and you just gotta take their shit, and they can get what they want.
Nah, man, we gotta turn tables. Now I'm saying move shit around, man. That shit ain't no fucking game. Pardon my language. Again, my thing is, as far as building this team for what we got going into next season, yeah, you could contrast it to other talent, but just them building Claxton Clowney again. I want to see that. Every we playing, so we winning, and fans gonna be mad. Oh man, we could have got Cooper Flag.
But here's the thing, Breezy. I think people are confusing it. Okay, when they say that the Nets are not trying to win, they're they're saying that the organization, the front office, is prioritizing player development and rebuilding. So they're not serious on contending. That doesn't mean that they don't want their guys to go out there and compete and play well and win. Like, you got to understand, these players are still professional athletes. They still have something to prove every time they step on that floor. They're showcasing their talent and what they can do. And based off of their individual performances will dictate later on if they get money or stay in the league. So they're going to be competitive, my nigga. You get what I'm saying? Like, going to play, they're going to try to win. But based off of the direction the Brooklyn Nets are going, it doesn't look like we're going to win that many games. That's why they're saying that, okay, yeah, the Nets are not trying to win. They're trying to lose. No, they're not trying to lose. They're just they're just prioritizing player development. You know what I mean? And they're rebuilding. They don't want to go out there. They're not telling Cam Thomas and Nick Claxton to go out there and lose. Nah. They like, okay, we're gonna put a young team out there. We're gonna develop these guys, and you know what I mean. We starting from the bottom. You know what I mean? We not contending. Just because we're
Yeah.
not contending, don't mean they're telling them to go out there and fucking lose, man.
So again, so contending is getting to the Eastern Conference Finals or the Finals. That's what I call contending.
I mean, contending is putting, yeah, I mean, that's what you call contending, but contending is putting a fucking roster together that's ready to compete for a championship. And right now, the Brooklyn Nets roster is not ready to do that. Our roster is based off of a bunch of young guys and developing them into either solid rotational pieces, or hopefully we can draft that one generational talent and they become a star. Like, so, I mean, it is what it is. Eddie, are you saying player development is an excuse for losing? I mean, if you wanna say that, I mean, we can sit here and go back and forth all day, but I mean, a lot of losing comes with player development. It just is what it is. It's the elephant in the room. I don't know what y'all want niggas to say. Like, I mean, that's how these players go through they get their bumps and bruises, and they grow into men, and they find their role and they groove in the NBA. That's just a part of life, baby. That's just how it goes sometimes.
Fact. Terrell Davis, he said, good point. Players are still to give effort and perform, but young guys that have not developed yet will lead to losses in the column, but wins in the skill development and building foundation as a team. Again, the chemistry is, I don't imagine it happen immediately, but I do want to see it across the season. I want to see at least a 4 game win streak or something. I don't just want to be trash. That's crazy work.
Nah, Breezy, like I said, they not trying to go out there and be trash. They just know that, hey, we might not win that based off of who we have and based off of what we trying to do. We probably not gonna win that many games because we got a lot of inexperienced young players. But that don't mean that our team just gonna go out there and lay down. Like, these guys got pride. These guys are still playing for money. These guys are still trying to fucking stay in this league and make their name stick. That's what motherfuckers don't understand. They think that for some odd reason that the Brooklyn Nets is telling them to go out there and lose. Like, nah, they gonna put that young team on the floor. They gonna let them develop, and they gonna let the chips fall where they may. And then based off of where we got in the draft, they gonna pick from there. That's how that's gonna go.
We're going to see, man. Hold on.
Hey, Adar, man, I'm not trying to scare you, bro. I'm not trying to scare you. I ain't trying to be on no bully type shit. I ain't never say we was going to win, bro. I know we going to fucking lose. That's what player development comes with. It comes with losing. You know what I mean? Like, it don't come player development and contending for a championship is totally two different things. So I obviously know we gonna be losing if we gonna be player developing. Here's the thing, Adar. I get it. I understand. Yes, you are correct. They want them to compete, but not win. But at the same time, some fans really think that the front office is telling the team to go out there and lose. Like they're not trying to lose, but based off of who they have on the roster, it's a pretty good chance that they're going to be get a lot of losing. You know what I mean? But the most important part is the player development. In the process. Yeah, Ray, I'm with that. I feel you. I think we gotta draft organically too. The Nets gotta stop trying to cut corners, man. Let's do this thing organically, and it's bitten us in the ass too many times to where we've seen teams like Boston, end up with our fucking picks and shit like that, and end up with generational talents and stuff, guys that we could have got. But we got to stop cutting corners and putting ourselves in bad cap situations to try to fucking compete just to be second round exits. Like we gotta really take our time and put this thing together and do it the right way. Yeah, Ada, I hear what you're saying on that Lucas shit, but I think that was like once they finally realized that they could get that top 10 pick. That's what they did when they finally seen that was like at the end of the season though, right? When they finally realized like, oh, we could get a top 10 pick. They sat Luca, but you know what I mean? That wasn't like they was going through the whole fucking season, you know what I mean? Trying to fucking lose or not play Luca.
Oh, my fault, yo. Shout out Joey BK for holding it down, man. But what was you saying, Joey? What was you saying?
Nah, I was just going reading some comments in the chat, and we was just saying about, hey man, like I was just saying, like we got to do this thing organically and we got to do this thing right. The Nets can't keep trying to continue to cut corners and expect success. Like that's what keep biting us in the ass. We keep trying to give our draft picks away for some fucking
No, I'm
half-ass
with
fucking
you.
superstar come here that gonna do nothing. You feel me?
Yeah,
We fucking
yeah.
sit here.
Now I'm
We
with you.
bought we
I
bought
was.
our we bought our future away for some half-ass stars who ain't worth shit.
Yeah, but contrasting core for core, the core we going into next season with, you know what I'm saying, and the core that we had with Kenny Atkinson. What core you think? You know what I mean? You think we could have a season? This core could have a season like that? But if we have a season like that, like towards the end of what Kenny Atkinson did, we wouldn't get a high draft pick. We really got to get 32 wins to get the third pick. That's all I know.
Bro, I'm a say no. This team won't be as good as that Kenny Atkinson team. Again, that Kenny Atkinson team had a lot of different journeymen on it, and a lot of guys, a lot of veteran guys on that team. You know what I
And I
mean? Like
think
it
that
wasn't,
yeah,
it, it, it
Kenny
wasn't.
Atkinson, he was a coach there for like 4 or 5 seasons. I think that's the difference too. Jordy Fernandez is a rookie coach. It's going to be his rookie season as a head coach.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a learning curve for sure, and that's a good point. Not only that, I mean, shit, we got a rookie head coach, so it's gonna be a learning curve for Jordy. Not saying that he gonna do bad, but more than likely he's a rookie coach with a bunch of young players that he gonna have to develop. It's not the odds ain't on our side. You feel me? That don't mean we still can't go out there and get busy, but the odds are really not on our side based on what we got to work with.
Yeah, I mean, again, my thing is I like our team, you know what I'm saying? And I know we supposed to have the quote unquote least roster, and it's supposed to be a bad roster, but from what I see in that small sample size, I don't like to think that's a bad roster outside of the fact we really don't have a point guard, like a dominant point guard. We got an adequate point guard. Schroeder is, you know what I'm saying, serviceable. He get, you know what I mean? Go, it's good, but I don't think it make us contend. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't want to take nothing away from them neither. But I like the fact that they did nothing. I don't really want Sean Marks to sign off on that Mikal thing neither. Like, don't
Yo,
do that
what is up
shit.
with that? Like the
Yeah,
whole,
they
I'm
said
hearing
it's
that
supposed
that
to
team
have.
ain't. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead. What you said?
No, I was just gonna say that I heard that the deal is not finalized yet with McCall and the Knicks deal.
Nah, it's not. So that's, I mean, and I think he right for that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do nothing. Just chill out. Don't do nothing. All you gotta do is do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Don't do nothing. They want that to happen so bad. You know what I'm saying? They gotta send Deuce McBride, man. You know what I mean? He ain't go to Villanova. You know what I'm
But I heard
saying?
that they ain't trying to send Deuce. I mean, so I don't know.
So then, yo, we got the leverage. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, again, I don't like how the Nets got a reputation of they just having players do whatever, and you know what I mean. We just end up the short end on a business deal. You feel what I mean? I be one. I mean, yeah, I'm a fan of the players, but I be wanting the front office to, you know what I'm saying, do things that behoove the Brooklyn Nets. Feel what I'm saying? So you know,
Yeah, I
I
feel you all about the team first. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just again, man, it's early, and I know for a fact that they gonna do what we asked to get that trade. So if they ain't trying to come off Deuce, then we ain't come off Mikal. That shit crazy. Yo,
Yo,
they
so
gotta.
let me ask you this: who else would you rather get? Because I'm carrying Jericho Sims. I heard Deuce. Who else would you? What other young guy that that salary fits in the deal that you would like off the Knicks besides McBride?
Nah, I'm not going nowhere. Who would be better next to Cam Thomas next season? McDeuce or Mikal Bridges?
Yeah, but Deuce is little though. That's my thing. Like he could shoot, he nice, but ain't he like 6'2" or some shit like that? Ain't that
Yeah,
nigga wild small?
yeah, yeah.
I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of that small backcourt. We already got Cam and he little, bro. We don't need another little guard. Feel me? Nah,
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that. First of all, neither of them are real point guards. They're both combo guards. It's just that Cam is a 3-level scorer. He got a deeper bag than McBride. You feel me?
Well,
Cam can
that's
score from the 3-point line. Cam can
mm.
drive and finish, and Cam can midi you to death. McBride is just he's a more of a shooter. You know what I mean? And he can, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I still want Deuce to come on the teams. Even with what you said, as far as what I seen, he's a POA defender, and I see the upside in his game. You know what I'm saying? I was saying he could start. Shout out to Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. He talk a lot of basketball. Yo, Coach. With everything happening with Ace Bailey and all of that, I wanted to ask you. I forgot on Heart of the City to ask you about Rutgers. You know what I'm saying? I know you be covering the college game. So, yo, subscribe to Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. I think Ace Bailey and another player supposed to go to Rutgers College. And, you know what I'm saying? I know he's going to be covering that too. You know what I mean? Go to his page, sub up. He says, peace and blessings, bro. Keep doing your thing. Everyone hit the like button, subscribe, and select notifications. And share Breezy's channel to help it grow. Yeah, man. I need y'all to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Appreciate you, man. And do the same for his page. Paul Masters, he says, salute, Breezy. What up? What up, my guy? But yeah, man, I think as a fan, going to be able to recap another 32-50 game, that shit gonna be tough, bro.
Yeah, but Breezy,
I'm gonna
everything is
do it, bro. But damn, bro, that shit.
it is going to
Last
be
season
tough,
was
bro.
tough,
But you
man.
know what I mean. It's going to be tough.
He
It's going
said
to be
it is
tough.
gonna be tough, bro. Real shit,
I
yo.
mean, it's going to be tough, but it's going. I feel like it's going to be tough, but it's easier when you already know, like, hey, we gonna be some shit. Like we actually thought we were going to be a decent team going into last season, and we ended up being some shit. So that's more of a disappointment. You feel what I'm saying? Like I already know the young boy. As long as the young boys go out there, they play hard, they give it they all, they develop into something. I'm cool. It's a positive for me because I know we ain't really winning that many basketball games. You feel what I'm saying? Everything that the Brooklyn Nets are doing are pointing towards 2025 season and up. You know, excuse me. After that season, excuse me, not 2025 season because that's the next season. After that season, you feel me? The 2026 season because they're going to be
Yeah,
picking the 2025 draft pick after the season.
yeah,
So they this season is really a throwaway season for them, bro. The next season after this one is when we gonna start turning it up. That's when we got more money on the books. That's when we got about 3 or 4 fucking first round draft picks and a fucking and a talented heavy draft. You feel what I'm saying? So that's when we really gonna turn up this year. This is a throwaway year to see how niggas is gonna develop and who we gonna keep and see if any of the little young niggas we put out there is gonna be worth some shit. This is an evaluation year, my nigga. That's what this is.
yeah. Claude Smith, shout out to Joey BK. Claude Smith said, "I'm anxious to see how defensive-minded Jordy gonna get along with offensive-minded Cam Thomas. I hope CT adapts to how Jordy want him to play." I agree totally. I would be saying the same thing in other words. Shout out to Claude Smith. You know what I'm saying? Somebody helping me grow the page. Shout out to Coach A. He said Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper, son of Ron Harper. Yeah. Again, man, yeah, tap into his page, man. He talk a lot of college basketball. I tell you, I'm pretty sure he talk college Rutgers basketball. Pretty sure he talk Rutgers basketball. Ray LM said this gonna be a hard season for y'all Nets fans who want to win. Funny. Terrell Davis said it'd be tough, but good thing is we have the young guys and seeing them take steps. Cam Thomas, Clowney, Clax, Tariq, etc. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I do want to see them get to that next level in a game. Um, you know, I think Tyreek Whitehead has a lot of promise. And I think that the Long Island Nets be whipping these players into shape, man. I think the Long Island Nets deserve a lot of credit for what's about to happen.
Yeah, we
All of
got
this,
we got we got top three G League affiliation in the NBA for real. Like
yeah, like send these guys to
our
the
G
G
League affiliate is
League.
top tier though. Top tier.
Right,
We've been top tier for like the last 5 years.
right. So what I'm saying is these guys that's not getting minutes with the Brooklyn Nets, make sure they getting minutes, know what I'm saying, in the G League, feel me? So, that way we could make sure that they won't. They ain't just sitting on the bench. I ride them in the G League instead of sitting at the end of the bench. So when we call them up, you know what I'm saying, we know they ready. They did the same thing with Noah Clowney. Yeah, got a big buzz. Remember that, Joey? Got a big buzz about what he was doing in the G League.
Facts.
And then next thing you know what I'm saying, and remember, Dayron Sharp, he had broke a rebound record the game before that.
Yeah, a lot of
That
niggas.
game
You
before
gotta
that.
understand though. I mean, the G League, I take it with a grain of salt. Like I said, even though we got one of the top G League teams in the programs in the NBA, you got to take it with a grain of salt. I remember when Theo Pinson was in the G League cooking niggas, like, and when he was with us. Remember that? Like they went to like the
Yeah, he said Theo
he hit like that
Pinson.
fadeaway like 3-pointer and shit, like in the playoffs or something, and they went to the chip and bars.
Yeah, Theo Pinson. He got a podcast now too. Shout to Theo Pinson, man.
So
He's
I
probably
say that to say this. That's how long our G League been good. Theo
right.
Pinson was cooking niggas on our G League team, like for real.
Theo Pinson. I remember dude, man. He never got busy with us, but that's why I didn't like him because he did get busy in the G League. And when he came into the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, he was not playing like that. I was
Yeah, he
tight.
wasn't. He wasn't. He ain't
I
give a
was
shit.
tight, bro. Like, yo, send him back to the G League, man. That shit had me vexed.
He couldn't
Um,
shoot, bro.
yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. Hold on, shout out to Jack City. He a Knicks fan. He said Mitchell signed a 3 year with Cleveland. We know. Claude Smith said He said we gonna go through the repercussions of the Big Three debacle. I mean, I don't. They play less than 50 games together, man. I'm not impressed. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, it is what it is. There ain't nobody bringing that big three shit up. We passed that already. Listen, we done fucking went through last season without having none of our picks and playing under par. Now we finally got rid of Mikal. We got our picks back. We back on track to at least try to we got the assets moving forward to try to improve our team. Even though we're going to be at the bottom, at least we got the assets moving forward to be able to improve our team in the next couple years.
Nah, that's all facts. Bro, I'm cool with it. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't want to go through another 32-50 season. So that means we would have to get less than 32 wins. Like, damn.
Yeah, I know you don't, and I know because I know how
So
you
hold
are,
on,
Breezy. You real competitive. You want the team to do good regardless. Like you, Breezy, like fuck development, fuck rebuilding. I want the Nets to do good. Like he don't care. Like Breezy don't care who on the floor for the Nets. He want them niggas to do good and make the playoffs.
yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, I trust Sean Marks. He did well in the second round. And if this draft is what it's supposed to be, then why everything is 1, 2, and 3? You know what I'm saying? Why Sean? Y'all don't trust Sean Marks in the draft no more. Look at the team he built. Just, you know what I mean? And again, it's hard for me to say this because the season ain't start. You know what I mean? It's July, man. I'll be honest, man. This space between when the season end and when it begin, this be the toughest too, man. I gotta say, shout out to y'all who watch it too, man. Cause I swear I'm here because I love basketball, bro. Facts. But yeah, and I think
I don't know, Brody. It's gonna be a
Clowney,
lot of crying next year. Just
like
be
yo,
prepare
Clowney.
yourself.
All right, man. Clowney stretching the four. I like that. I like that he could, you know what I'm saying, put the ball on the floor too. He could score from the corner or the elbow. Bro, like, come on, man. Like, again, like, I see the upside of this team. And if we got to wait until the next season to get Ace Bailey or somebody, then, oh, man, yo. These players ain't even played basketball in college yet, man. This is so crazy, man. Like, it's like, I know we
Hey,
not
but
supposed to.
they ain't
At
play. But
least
hey,
we won't. We
Breezy,
can't
Breezy.
compromise our chemistry. At least that. At least let me say that we can't
Yeah,
compromise our chemistry. If we really out
Breezy.
there
Some of
and
these
we know how
some of
to
these
play
young
with each
niggas,
other, we need to play with each other. Pause.
Breezy. Some of these young boys. It don't matter if they played a lick of college ball. Listen, they been on niggas' radars probably since they was in middle school. So niggas already know they coming to the league. Like, yeah, he's that good that he's probably gonna come out of. Like niggas already knew about LeBron. Like you think niggas ain't know about LeBron like since he was a kid. Like so, trust. They already evaluated the situation and they know for a fact like these niggas do this for a living. Like, yeah, he's going. It's a good chance that he's going to be him. Like this kid is different. You feel me? So I mean, it's the same thing with Cooper Flag and Ace Bailey. I mean, certain players you just see like, yo, this they seen it with Giannis. I mean, people seen it with Wemby. Like, yo, this is a generational talent right here. You feel what I mean? So niggas already know. They ain't gotta play a lick of, they ain't gotta play a lick of college basketball. Niggas already know they coming, bro. Facts. They knew they was
Yeah.
coming years ago.
I mean, it is what it is, man.
So
Hold
what
on. Go ahead,
happened?
yeah.
Donovan Mitchell did what?
3 years in Cleveland.
I thought the thing said coming to our team. What is the title
No,
again?
Yeah,
he
nah,
signed a
I
3 year
messed that
deal in
up, man.
Cleveland.
I had messed that up, man. I ain't trying to
Oh,
clickbait y'all nothing like that, man. I just had messed that up. What up,
He's
Big Priest? What up,
what
LM?
up? What up?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get to the comments real quick. Then we gonna go to Big Priest and LM. Orange Spiegel said, "Don't be surprised if when Koch family completes purchase of Nets, they will want to make big splash, new stars, new gym, win now mode." All right, we'll see. Big Priest, man, but yeah, how you feel about Donovan Mitchell not coming to the team?
You can go to LM first.
Oh, LM, talk to us, LM. How you feel about you know what I'm saying, Donovan Mitchell staying with the Cavs?
Um, I mean, I pretty much knew he wasn't like coming here. I think realistically, um, the problem I had with the star chase that we was talking about earlier in the season was the fact that now that y'all look at all these stars resigning, going to different teams, I already knew like at this point that uh it was gonna be hard in 2025 because the main point is most of these dudes resign. So I mean, looking at it, we had no choice but to go the rebuild route because I don't think necessarily most of these stars was coming here, but um, I think with Bicker's the not Bickerstaff, I think with the Kenny signing, um, Donovan probably felt enticed to stay. Um, I don't think he was a fan of I forgot the last coach, Bickerstaff or whatever. I don't think he was a fan of him, but I mean, he probably think he can do something, you know what I'm saying, with Garland and Mobley and Jared Allen and they got a nice young roster over there. They got I don't know why they don't play him more, but Amani Bates could be a good addition to their roster. Um, but I mean, I think Donovan just wanted the new coach, but I think he believes in the young talent, or he just thought what we was doing and was like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna just stay because I'm not trying to be in the rebuild stage. I'm 28 years old. Like, I don't got time to be losing. So, I mean, it is what it is. Or, like, I don't got time to be losing. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm good. I'm gonna resign. It is what it is. So, that could be it. But, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see how Cleveland compete in the East. I think they still gonna be a good team, but um, yeah, man, most of these stars resigned or they went to different teams. So we really had no choice. Uh, that Donovan Mitchell shit was, I thought it was a fool's gold, man. I mean, I didn't think we was getting him anyway, but and Trey Young is on Atlanta, so Atlanta made a choice. They sent DeJounte to New Orleans. They chose Trey Young, so Trey is probably gonna stay, resign. I mean, it is what it is. So yeah,
Uh, Um, if he had came here, we would not have been all in on a rebuild. That's the one thing. If they had made the move to bring him here, they would have traded assets to get another player or something of that nature. But since we're here where we're at now, I'm kind of happy that we're here now. You know what I'm saying? We can get one of these generational great guys, build around them, use hopefully we'll see hopefully Jordy is good at developing players. Um, so we'll get to see that. Um, but yeah, shout out to Donovan staying
Hey,
in Cleveland.
I swear, LM and Pre said everything I said earlier, Breezy.
Nah, facts. All facts.
yeah.
But
I know that nigga wasn't coming here, bro. I
I
mean,
don't
I
think it
think
was about
realistically, I
him
think
not
Sean
coming
Marks.
here. I
Oh,
don't
go ahead,
think
B.
that was realistically the thing. I mean, I do now. Like I said, I don't know if he had an issue with. leaving Cleveland at the time when it was talked about, but you got to think about how the time frame had passed. What they so because the way that season ended with him sitting on the bench and him not even trying to suit up and play in the playoff elimination game, it didn't look like he wanted to stay there. But then when
Mm,
you started to hear the inkling about him and Garland, I believe they still gonna move Garland. When you started to hear them inklings coming out, and now that he signed this contract, I'm almost certain they're gonna move Garland. So, um, I think it was some inner stuff going on, and he was sold on Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? So, by the front office and by the ownership. So, I mean, I don't think it was because I believe his plan say the beginning of last season. Because if you heard all going into last offseason and prior that he wasn't going to re-sign there, and that was the biggest one of the biggest talking points in the media that he wasn't going to re-sign there, et cetera, et cetera. So it does, but it's good that we chose a direction. See, I don't. This is the one thing that I can kind of agree about with the Sean Mark stuff. You shouldn't dictate your direction on stuff you can't control, right? So, in order to do the star thing, a star would have to want to leave, right? You will have to get assurances from that said star that he's going to re-sign with your franchise. You know what I'm saying? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's a lot of uncertainty there. The path they chose provides a lot more certainty and a lot more kind of you control how you go forward. You know, so
that's true. I, I mean, to be fair, I think to Priest's point, Donovan might have been willing to come here, but I think Sean Marks made that Houston deal because he knew Donovan was resigning. Um,
yeah, it had came out after the season that he was gonna start.
yeah, so I think he was like, as soon as he saw Donovan resign, he was like, well, I got to get my picks back.
Three
And
years,
that's exactly
150 million too.
right. So, if anything, that's weird to me because I feel like he should have done that deal with Mikal to Houston for Jalen Green. If that was the case, why didn't you just do that
Apparently,
deal?
that wasn't the deal. And I ain't look, I ain't
I
that
heard it
sold on
wasn't
Jalen
Jalen Green.
Green like that. Yeah,
Uh,
I heard
I heard it was
it's
Jay Sean Tate and Jock Landale.
um,
regardless of if if you could have got all our picks back, like all of our picks back for just Mikal Bridges, I don't need Jalen Green. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly,
you,
exactly. And they still
Right.
got 2027. I think they still have that. But
yeah, they do.
they could get so if they was offering that, I mean, we got 25 and 26, which is awesome. But
I would have sent them for all our picks back. You would have had to take some salary back, of course.
right,
So I would have sent them Mikhail and CJ for, I guess, Van Fleet and all our picks back or some shit like that. Whatever makes the salaries work.
right. Because to be clear, I not to no disrespect to the players, but the most
Bro, if we could
important
have
thing
got,
there is
bro,
our
if we
picks.
could have got three of our picks and I'm in, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm in here would have been dope.
You'd have took that deal
Uh,
over the deal that we got right now.
Fuck yeah.
hell yeah, hell
Three
yeah.
of our picks and I'm in. Fuck yeah.
And
Well,
I'm in with fit into the rebuild. He's
so
like 21.
so all right. So with the deal with the picks, right? What
Hmm.
happened if they put protections on it? Would he still do the deal, or
No protections. No protections.
they probably putting protections
Yeah,
on those picks though? Priest.
Apparently not, because s- 5 unprotected picks from the Knicks. Only one of them picks got protections. The Milwaukee pick.
The Milwaukee pick.
Yeah, but
So we
Priest, you
got
already know,
6.
like, but Priest, you already know we kind of I wouldn't say like we kind of corner New York because like they wanted Mikhail, but like that was like a good situation. Like that was just
But
like
a
we
lot of
want Mikhail,
people,
we want
but you got
picks.
to understand, at the time they were talking to trade, Mikal Bridges' value was exceptional. So
That's true.
his value was freaking through the roof. So
I still think his value was high even after the season. It was a bad season, but I don't think like the GMs and the people that was having these conversations was like having the thought
They
process
view
as fans.
GMs and players. They view Mikel way differently than the fans
you guys do.
view
Yeah,
Mikel.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I
Like
don't think they view it through our lens.
Yeah, but you
it's
guys
way
gotta
different.
realize, guys gotta realize a lot of that has to do with his fucking contract. The nigga is a great value fucking talent. It's not because he's so talented that everybody wants him. It's like, yo, he's a good bang for your buck based off of his salary. So
I
He
mean,
has
a
a
That's not
part
the
of
whole
it
salary,
is
story.
skill.
right?
A part of it
I
is
think he
skill too. I
Yeah,
think a
I
part of
think
it
his
is
skill
still
set is
skill.
good. I think he like on a good champion. It just our team was bad
If
though,
you
Joey. So like it's hard to evaluate this guy like fully,
Our
like
team was bad and injured.
and injured
So
Exactly.
and
with
the whole
key people
team
being out the
and
rotation.
everybody tried to sell us on Ben Simmons, right? And players being able to play where they're comfortable. But if you don't have all the pieces that you put into place to make the system that you're trying to put into place work, then that puts pressure on Mikhail and Cam and everybody else to be on ball creators, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. When those guys, when especially like with Mikhail for sure, that's never been his role, right? So we were asking him to be something he's never been, and then also that took away from his efficiency on the defensive end. So it was a lot that went into that, and I just me personally I just like to be fair to the players, and so I'm not gonna say he's not talented. I
Let me
think
tap
he's
on
a
that
little
point,
bit
Priest.
more. I think he's a little bit more than a 3 and D wing.
Let me tap on that point a little bit more, Priest. Pause. Like beginning of the season, bro. The man came out trying, bro. So imagine your first 10 games, you come out trying. 10, 15 games, you come out trying. You try to do the best you can. Try to live up to this number 1 hype. Now we already know how the first few games of our season played out. It looked good, and then some of the games was a nail biters, and we just couldn't like close it out in the end. You could say if we had more structure from the coaching staff and whatever, it could have gone different ways. But then we could throw out a lot of variables to that situation. Now imagine Mikhail, right? He come out, he try to do his best, pause, and then it don't go all the way that he expected to go. He hop online to talk to the fans or like see what the fans' reactions are. Everybody kill this nigga. Get this bum ass nigga the fuck up out of here. Why he even on number 1? He tried his best. If I'm a player and my fans talking to me like that, number 1, I might come out just off my Twitter alone and probably cuss some of y'all niggas out. But then
I know I would.
But then after a while, like when that's not working, I'm like, yo, fuck this shit. You think I'm about to do a back and forth fucking thing with these niggas? These niggas never satisfied, bro. And I keep on saying that about our fans, bro. Like, I fuck with my Brooklyn niggas, bro. I fuck with y'all heavy, but bro, it's like y'all never satisfied. Like if y'all win the chip, like in the next 5 years, like, are you
I just think
satisfied
Nets
then?
fans is some Nets. I just think some of the Nets fans is spoiled because we had 3, 4 years realistically of winning, and as we should have. And now that we are in the
Everybody
rebuilding
should have.
stage,
But
niggas
that
couldn't
wasn't
handle
even
one
winning, LM.
losing season.
But LM, that wasn't even winning. That was just barely getting to the. That was just getting to the second round. Like,
Right,
that's what
but
you spoiled by.
get into the second round compared to what this season compromised of is way better than what the fuck we
Yeah, I
have
want
now.
I want to ask you if y'all don't mind me asking the panel. Y'all guys are over 30, right? Majority of y'all? Because the only reason why I asked that because I think we're more realistic than the younger fans. I think when it goes to younger, because I was a younger fan
Yeah, I
It
before.
agree
was
with that.
old. It
I
was
agree.
old Nets
I
fans
Yeah,
agree
looking
with
at
that.
nigga too.
I
It
agree.
wasn't
I
just
yeah,
the
agree.
young ones.
I see the
yeah,
difference between the young crowd and the old crowd. I could agree.
yeah. I think we're
Um,
more because when I was a young Nugget fan, bro, every time we didn't make it, I over exaggerated. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, bro, we gonna lose forever. It's
Yeah.
over. Like, yo,
I
so,
think you might have a point. I'm a bit on the young side, but to be fair, I do think that there are some old. I mean, Claude in the comments said he's been supporting the team since fucking 70 years now. I'm not mad that the nigga want to win now. He might, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Jesus might be on the way soon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean
So
they do have some older, like I said, they do have older people that's kind of unrealistic. I'm not gonna mention some names, yeah, but the thing is, yeah, but the thing is, yeah, for the most part, man, be the younger ones that be coming in and unrealistic, don't know how like team, constructed and why other players gonna play bad here and play good somewhere else.
I don't.
Don't understand the
Real,
concept, you know what I mean? Like the
real quick,
psychology of
Ivan.
losing.
See, the crazy thing about it is, like, I was around for the Kenny Anderson DC Nets. You know what I'm saying? I was around for the J Kidd Nets. Um, I was around when we brought in Darren Williams and Joe Johnson, and then ended up with Pierce and KG and all this and that, which turned out to be the
right.
best decision we made. So
Don't even speak on
being
that Billy King
spoiled is
situation. That
ridiculous. I
shit was
think a lot
horrible.
of it is the fact that a lot of them fans came in with the Kevin Durant's and the Kyrie Irvings, et cetera, et cetera.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and
That's
when
a
you
fact.
got people who follow players, it doesn't, you know what I mean? They are not realistic. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that
saying?
makes
Right.
sense,
So,
Priest. That made perfect sense.
Some of them went to the Suns. Some of them
but
went to
some of them
Dallas.
stayed,
But
and I
here's
wish all of them left.
yeah, but that's my thing. Like
Priest is that funny.
Kyrie and them already left. Why y'all still in Nets business complaining about shit?
But real
Right.
quick, I think another reason too why I would say maybe the younger crowd, and I don't even think it's the younger crowd sometimes. 'Cause I be seeing some old heads having the same thoughts as young heads too sometimes.
That's
But
what I'm
like,
saying.
Nets daily be
okay,
getting cooked on Twitter. I ain't gonna hold you. Them niggas be
yo,
on
they be
Nets
frying
daily.
that nigga. It should be
But
crazy. I'm
but
like, God
easy. I
damn,
say for
bro.
the most part, I do agree that there's
The,
older that's kind of unrealistic, but for the most part, be the younger ones.
no,
If
yeah,
you look at
I could agree
yeah,
to that point, Ivan. But real
yeah,
quick, I think one of the things is also, 'cause I don't think it's just one whole thing that just like, like makes them who they are. I think another thing, a part of it too, is when they see certain people like players or GM front offices, things like that, make like a wrong move, and they feel adamantly about that, like, yo, that was a wrong move. They just off you after that. Like they just off you. Like you could never do right by them. Like that
yeah,
one bad move made 100 good moves that you did before, and the next 100 that you about to do after go down the toilet. So like you almost can never capture them back. Like I done heard
good.
so many people like, yo,
Yeah,
like I heard like damn near like there's all type of ways the fence could go, but like I like two sides of the fence. I heard people say like, yo, Sean Marks did his thing on this trade. He made something out of nothing. And I heard other people say, yo, this some fucking bullshit. What is Sean Marks doing? I heard other people on the different side of the fence say like, yo, yeah, you did good with this trade, but I still don't trust you, my nigga. So I'm not
yeah,
fucking with anything you do. So like at
right.
this point, like we like
But
we can't come to a consensus because we got something that's tearing us apart.
right, because it's the niggas that understand the game and understand that hey, we probably going to have to reset this franchise to get better, like what Marks did. The niggas that want to win now and that are impatient don't like what he did. You understand what I'm saying? The niggas
Right.
that can't accept that we're going through a rebuild and we're not going to be competitive. They can't accept that, so they don't like what Marks did. I wanna bring up another
Good
point.
point.
I
Bro.
think a
Good
lot
point.
of people act the way they act, and Nets fans is because a lot of them are tired of losing, bro. Like they're tired of it. Like to be on,
Pre.
to be honest with you, the Nets haven't really done anything significant in a very, very fucking long time.
But
We haven't had a deep playoff run since fucking the early 2000s. So with that being said, when KD and Kyrie came here, that kind of gave niggas kind of false hope. You know what I mean? They're harder than all of that. We thought we were
Sure.
finally going to be on to something, and then that shit blew up, and niggas just can't accept the fact that, hey, we're back to square one. We got to rebuild this thing. We're not contenders, and they can't cope with that shit.
But
Yeah, but
that's
the point is
I
too.
don't get
The
that.
point
I
is,
don't even get that.
yo, the point is, hold on, I'm gonna let you go. I think the point is that people don't realize that other teams go through this too. I feel like the Brooklyn. I mean, I guess it's not every fan does this, so let me not say this. It's Brooklyn fan because every fan does this, but everybody go through problems. You don't think the Suns fans are
That's a fact.
depressed right now?
That's a
Like you know what
fact.
I mean? Like like yo,
That's a fact.
I'll be heartbroken if I'm a Sun fan right
I
now.
just think it's
Y'all went
That's a
from
stupid.
fact.
Chris Paul
And,
to
and
like to
And one thing,
poo.
and one thing I noticed about a lot of Nets fans is they know how to throw a pity party. Like everything is like a pity party. Everything is like, oh my God, this
Boo-hoo
what
me,
happened
yeah.
to the
Right.
Nets. The Nets are cursed. This, that, and the third. It's because niggas been losing for so long, and
Yeah,
we never really got that grasp of fucking winning. They automatically are fucking negative all the time.
yeah. But you know what's crazy though? Winning heals all wounds. So if we could like build this around 2 years from now or something like that, people gonna forget about all of
That's
this.
a fact.
Yeah,
That's a fact,
yeah,
Ivan.
just yo, that's the way it is, man.
Yeah, Ivan, I would agree with you to that point, but from what the shit I've been going through with this fucking fan base, bro, this shit is insane, my nigga. Like, nothing satisfies us. Like, I promise you, like, we could win a chip in a dominant fashion in one of these years. Like, in the next 10 years, we could probably win a chip in a dominant fashion on some Shaq and Kobe shit. Like, nigga only lost one game in the fucking playoffs. I guarantee you, bro, niggas will come back and have a problem with what happened, bro. Like, yo, damn, nigga, like,
Yeah, that's a fact.
yo,
Jesus
yo,
fucking Christ. Like,
but
yo, this is what,
But the
real quick, Ivan, real
that's the
quick, Ivan.
problem though. Oh,
This is what I
go
always say. It's almost this fucking analogy I use. Yo, you give a nigga $1,000,000, they're gonna come back, well, I can't get two. Nigga, what
ahead.
the fuck, nigga?
Facts, facts,
but
facts.
I don't get the losing. Like I get Joey, I get what you're saying on yo, Nets fans is tired of us losing. The only thing that's weird to me is yes, regardless if we was in the second round or whatever the case may be, this don't realistically this season was really the only season where we had a below 500 record for the majority of the seasons. We were positive. We was at one point third in the East with them with the big three. It's just we ain't just get past the second round.
But
But it's not like we was missing the playoffs.
LM, let me explain something to you real quick. So you gotta understand, right? It's levels of success, right? We're talking
Hmm.
about the fans that are not just okay with the team being the Kenny Atkinson Nets that went 42 and 40 and made the feel good Nets. That's like a feel good story, right? You would say that's successful. We're talking on the
Hmm.
level of niggas finally want to see the Nets win a championship and compete for a championship on that contending type of level. Not that okay, yeah, we the feel good Nets. We won 42 games out of 40, and we won a playoff game. Nah, it's levels. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
niggas
it was.
niggas
Yeah.
is not so when I say niggas is tired of them losing, niggas is tired of them fucking not bringing home the fucking chicken. And when we find Kevin Durant, when we signed Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and Harden, that gave niggas false hope. Niggas thought we was gonna at least win one chip. And since that shit blew up, niggas can't cope.
Yo, that's crazy how the
Yeah.
hell we got that coronavirus bullshit when they came, bro. But it is what it is.
But this
But
is
the
what I
thing I
say
can
though,
understand,
Ivan. This is what I
I can
say, like, real quick, Ivan. This is what I say, like, yo, that little time that we had KD, Kyrie, and Harden, like, look what the fuck happened in the world and then around basketball, bro. Like, some of
right.
that shit never, ever, ever happening again, bro.
But
Like,
that's why, but easy. That's why
Good
niggas
point,
say the
easy.
Nets
Just
is cursed. But easy, listen. That's why niggas say the Nets is cursed because just take this look. We finally get a fucking big three like that. Then all of a sudden, the fucking pandemic.
pandemic happens.
Facts, yo, what's the possibilities?
That
And then
shit
they got
can't
all these
happen
and then
again.
hold
It
on, and then
can't happen again.
Wait,
they
let
got all
Joey
these
go. He
stupid
about to
they
cook.
got all these stupid ass city mandates, right?
Hmm.
On top of that.
Uh huh.
You
bro.
Nigga, the
so
city started firing the people that was saving the lives of the people in the city. Like, imagine that shit right there.
Crazy
They
thing
firing
is,
doctors, and like the doctors were saving them. That's the shit that was going on in our city, bro. Like, that's the shit that we had to deal with. Like, fuck everybody else, because everybody, like, niggas in Dallas and fucking Houston was having the time of their life when we was going through this shit, bro. That shit right there is never happening again, at least in our lifetimes, bro. And that's the shit we have to deal with. And niggas keep on talking like it's a regular situation. Like, no, bro. Shit that never happened before happened.
exactly.
And
But
we had to
easy,
deal with
right?
that's
that
why
shit.
niggas
Good point,
say the net
easy.
but that's why some niggas be saying the Nets is cursed, because they're like, yo, out of all the fucking years this fucking pandemic and all this shit wanna come, it has to come when we got a good chance at winning the championship with the team we got.
Bro, it's just like I still I know I gotta let it go, but that thing is frustrating, man. That Kyrie injury, bro. Blake Griffin looking like a whole new bro. I think I never seen Blake Griffin play ball like that ever. Like, what's the possibility of Kyrie going down and James Harden too? Like,
But
yo, like,
Ivan, but Ivan, with hindsight now, since we know our history, we basically banking on one season. We banking on the season that fucking KD had his toe on the fucking line. That's all because the nigga
2021.
the
because
thing
the
is
Celtics
the
was
thing
better and we just couldn't get over the hump type shit. So like that 1 year we banking on that. I could agree
but the
to
thing is too
Jordan
that
Love being
Hey,
1 year,
hurt
easy.
but the thing is that
Isn't that the year we beat the Celtics in the first round? They was all banked that we did.
easily.
right.
Like,
Yep,
That's
yeah.
yep.
20, yeah, that was 2021.
Yeah,
The
But their
2021.
yeah, and
roster
the
was
thing
bad that year. Their roster was kind
Yeah,
of
but the
soft.
thing that kind of makes it sad too is like everything was in play for us to go good. We have Ime, we had
Facts.
Mike D'Antoni. Yo, like it was destined. Like Kyrie, like
But
shooting out of
Ivan,
his mind. Blake Griffin looking like a whole new. Blake Griffin never played like that in his whole career. I'm a Blake Griffin fan. Like I watched him. He
but
never
Ivan,
shot threes like that ever. Like
But Ivan, this is what I say
yeah,
to the game of basketball. It can't be played on paper. The things that you see that you could think it could just be automatically set in stone because you look at the paper when you go on the court and play out a different way. Right to your point, Blake Griffin, you ain't seen him play like that in a long time. That nigga came out and gave you everything on the court. I could use that
Everything.
same fucking
Man.
point to Middleton. Middleton has never played like
but
that ever since that fucking playoff run. He knew what was on the line, even though they was going against crazy odds. Because even in their interviews, they said they couldn't believe that they beat us. But
yeah,
he played his fucking heart out. And after that, he kept on living up to the
easy,
potential. Drew
easy. But
Holiday,
the thing
Bobby
is.
Porters.
But easy. You got to understand. Looking for example with Celtics, right? I want to ask you if what's the name? Jalen Brown got injured, like the way Kyrie thing, it would be it would be a different series, right? It just because Kyrie is basically our Jalen Brown that series. He went down, bro.
Against the Mavs?
Uh, like yeah. I'm just using an
In the
example. Kyrie going down for us. It's like Brown going down for the Celtics. And that was a big
okay,
loss, bro. When
okay.
Giannis did that knee injury thing, Kyrie was a big loss for us, bro,
Oh
because
yeah,
we
it
didn't
was
have
a fact.
nobody
But
else.
then on top of
Yeah,
that, Harden was playing on one leg. So
yeah,
Right.
and we didn't even need Harden. That's how good we was. Like Harden didn't even have to play, bro.
yeah.
Like
I'm not gonna
Kyrie just
lie
going
to you,
down.
Ivan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I still feel like we could have won that series. I just think Steve Nash is a bad coach. He could have did some things to shake up the roster, to do some things about the
No, no, it
rotation.
wasn't Steve.
Easy,
It was
easy.
Ime.
I'm
No,
not even going to put it. I'm not going to even put it on Steve Nash, because, like somebody said in the comments, if Joe Harris would have just at least hit his shots, like we paid
That's
him to
who.
do, like
That's
we
who.
thought he was going to do, we
That's fair.
we would have got past Milwaukee, even
That's
with
who.
Kyrie being hurt and Harden on one leg.
What
So yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, what Katie even did to get us to a game, what, a game six, like that game five was legendary. That nigga had a triple double.
yeah, he snapped.
yeah,
Off the, he
because
snapped to get us to
he
that game
knew
six.
because he knew he wanted to play a couple more series. He needed Kyrie back. That's all he
It's
wanted.
just
But
so funny. It's so funny hearing the stories because I think Jeff Teague talked about it on his podcast. Like just the fear that was in that team. Like them niggas gave up at game two. Like just hearing the stories from the other side. Like yo, we thought this shit was over. These niggas
Yo,
had
and you know what
Kyrie,
sucks?
KD. Like that
You,
shit was
you know what
done.
sucks,
It was a
LM?
wrap.
Even Drew Holiday was honest. They got confidence when Kyrie went down. That's the thing that kind of bothers me. But it is what it is, man. I need to let it go. But it's just like Kyrie going down. They were like, "Yo, ain't no way Durant can
But
beat us."
that's what I'm saying. The Joey's point, like, yeah, I know the Nets fans want to compete for a championship, and I get that. But that was damn near the closest we ever were to possibly. We go past Milwaukee, we probably got a chip in Brooklyn,
Yeah, absolutely,
realistically.
absolutely, yeah.
So but the thing to that is that compared to this season. It's not like we fucking Detroit or Washington and we had 5 years of losing and shit. Like we had right, even though we didn't get to the finish line, but we was in the playoffs. We had the most overpowered offense in the league at some point. Like yeah, we wasn't really losing like that. We had two of the most overpowered niggas on our team. Regardless of how it worked out, regardless of how it finished, you know what I'm saying? That can be discussed here and there. But for the most part, as soon as they signed in what 2019, niggas wasn't losing no more. Like
Yo, but
we had winning records.
I wanted to bring up the Mikal Bridges, like you guys said. Another thing when fans say he wasn't trying, I hate when people. Let me say, I don't like using word hate. I dislike when people say he wasn't trying. Like, bro, stop. You could tell by his actions he played very hard for us. Like, if I don't, yo, Mikal Bridges got booed. We come on the podcast talk about Mikal Bridges. He'd be like, screw this too. Like, yo, like you know what I mean? Like, yo, he played his butt off. Like people just look at the records and think somebody don't play hard. That don't make any
And
sense. But
that
Kel
nigga
Bridges,
Mikel,
got,
was
it.
mi- Mikel was missing layups though. I ain't
Hey,
going. That nigga
can I
was
say
missing
something,
hell
Ivan?
bunch of
I'm not
layups.
gonna sit here and say that he didn't play hard, but I think he did give up, and I'm gonna say he gave up on being the number one option when he finally figured out that he wasn't that guy. Yeah, He I like, agree. I fuck agree it. with
Right.
that. Like, yo, I'm
I
giving
agree.
But
up
that
on
was
this
around
shit.
the.
He's
But
like,
Joey, that
yo,
was
Cam
around the
Thomas,
second half of the season though. That
yo,
wasn't like the whole
Cam
season.
Thomas, you got the rock. I'm not a number one option. This is too much for me. So
Yo,
Joey, and the thing is, you got to give Mikal Bridges props because he
I
was
think it has a
talk
lot to
about
do with
Jock
the
Vaughn.
coaching.
He got tired of it. You remember that interview? He was like, "Yo, what offense are we running? How we don't have no offense when Ben Simmons leave?" Like Mikal Bridges was vocal. Right. Like he like, and
And
then
that
Jock
has a
Vaughn
lot
got
to do with
fired.
it.
Well,
Though.
that's what happens when you build everything around a broke dick $40 million a year point guard. I mean,
But yeah, that's
that's
the
what
whole
happened,
thing
and that's
about
why
it.
Jock Vaughn is fired right now. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the whole thing about it. You got a player like him who is always, no matter what, going to show up for you, right? And I think it was even before that. I think in that Milwaukee game when Jock Vaughn took all the starters out and basically just forfeited the game, I think not only him but a lot of the players were done after that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Right. Yeah.
and what coach would fucking do that?
Exactly.
And I'm supposed to go
Right.
to practice and look at this dude with respect, or go to the game and listen to what he's saying, and all this, that, and the third. Like my nigga, what?
You, it's impossible, bro.
Yeah.
But
Like
yeah,
yo.
But we just blame the players. We just blame the players. That game was a close game with our bench unit. So,
exactly.
you know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's
I
something
d-
that I could
listen.
say
Even
Bridges
though,
definitely
cause
tried. Hey, Jay from
even
BK said Mikal quit, man. So I don't know.
I don't. He
That's the
quit in the second half though. It
yo.
wasn't that. He
I
didn't
want to
come
say
into the season on a quit like yo.
the
I'm not
thing
playing
is,
for Brooklyn. Like
yo, like I said, I do have I find psychology interesting. I do have a book or whatever. Like I think Ben Simmons quit. I don't think Mikal Bridges ever quit. Like he was gonna go. I think he did quit at the end, like the
It's
latter
funny.
half. Like
Ben
when you
never
said he
fully
did.
started.
It's
Mikal
funny
checked out in
how
the second half,
it's
bro. He
funny
ain't
how
Yeah.
you
checked out
say a
all
player
season.
that suits
Yep.
up 82 games a season, every season, you 24-5, some shit like that. Quit.
Right.
Yeah,
I
I'm not.
just
I don't. I, don't, I
Right.
can't say
And
Mikal
the
quit.
thing,
I just think he
the
checked out.
the thing is, people seem losing as quitting. Like, of course, you're gonna be discouraged, but he still played. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants to lose. He looked discouraged, but
We all
Nigga
look
did turn into
discouraged.
Jordan against them Atlanta Hawks, though. That nigga turned into prom Jordan.
And
He
it's
was
funny
divine.
how about 2 weeks before he requested the trade, he was trying to recruit them. And I know we don't want them or whatever, but he was trying to recruit Josh Hart and guys to come over here.
Yep,
Right.
yep,
I
right,
mean, Josh
right.
Hart, of course, responded with laughing emojis and saying, "Nah, my nigga, but if you want us to save you, we can."
That's what they did. They saved that nigga. Saved that
Yeah.
nigga.
Definitely
So
saved him.
I don't see Mikal Bridges as, you know what I mean. I don't know what the fans really wanted, bro. He gave it his best, and it was like, and I don't even feel I got no ill will for James Harden or like Kyrie or none of them. Like Easy was saying, like, yo, it was circumstances. So I don't know, man. I don't think none. The only person that I'm not gonna lie, Priest, and you probably disagree, is Ben Simmons is the only one that really like just I just see quitting him.
I
Like that's
disagree.
just, you know what I mean? Because the only reason why I know we,
That
you
nigga
know,
played
different
like
opinions.
8 games, man. Fuck Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know
you
what
agree? Okay,
I'm
you
saying?
agree with me? Yeah, because
I
it
don't
was a
got.
couple of times when Ben Simmons could have, even when we, for example, when we needed him
You getting
with the
paid $40 million
Celtics. When
a year. You got the freshest outfit on any bench. It, you know what I mean? You ain't,
Yeah.
man. Look, and the crazy
yo,
thing is, we was dealing with this, but Laker fans would kill Anthony Davis for actually getting hurt while he's playing. Like, man, nigga, these niggas is retarded.
bro, yes, Priest, I
Yeah,
agreed
like
with
that's so
Priest,
dumb.
like Priest, and
I
that's what I
trade
kept trying
Anthony
to,
Davis. I trade Ben Simmons for Anthony Davis right now, straight up.
bro, I would
That's
do a
not even a
flip
fair
walk
trade.
in that.
That's nowhere near a fair trade.
No, Laker
Yo,
fans
and
don't want.
the
I know it ain't Laker fans; it's LeBron fans, but they don't appreciate him. He's the
Yeah, they're
so
reason they
sick.
lose.
my
Priest,
thing is
they're sick.
this one I lost respect for Ben Simmons, right? It was a time when Ben Simmons could have played game 4 for us against the I don't even care if we lost, we would have lost anyways. But just for him just to even show up for 30 seconds like James Harden did with
But he
something.
couldn't though. That was all cap from the beginning, bro. That was cap from the
Yeah, he
beginning,
was
bro.
hurt.
He
He
could
got
not play
surgery
for
after
us.
that. I don't think.
He-
I don't think he was going. He wasn't really physically able to play that year. The first year when he got here, um, I don't really say he quit then because he literally, after we got swept, like a week later or something, had surgery on his back. So
yeah, you're right. He did. He just the pre my
people
thing, my
don't, and
frustration.
people don't, and trust me, as a person that had back surgery and regret it, people don't just get surgery on their back just because. I don't give a fuck what they doing. You know what I'm saying? People don't.
Copy. That makes sense, Priest. My only thing is when he went to the podium where it looked for us as fans. You know what I mean? He talking like, "Hey, how can I help my guys?" This and that and the fourth. We like, yo, maybe delusional fans, even though we would have lost, but yo, we had hope. Just him going talking about it was, you know what I mean? Like it was like, bro, what you talking about? It just
And then part of it, when I knew he wasn't right, because he used to be able to lock up Jason Tatum, but Jason Tatum was shitting on him last year in the 5 games he
for
played.
games. Yep, yep. I know what game you're talking about. Yeah.
I was like,
I knew he
man,
was over. Yo, I knew he was over when he pushed Jared Allen, right? And they scored 50 on them. That's what I knew it was over for Ben Simmons. After he pushed Jared Allen. Jared Allen, all right, I got something for you, bro. And we got swept, yo. We got destroyed.
and the thing about
That
it is, it's not the delusional fans, I guess. It's the when you look at the talent that was Ben Simmons, you'll always be infatuated by it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You like, damn, if we could get that nigga,
that
wow.
makes sense. That makes sense though.
Even
Why
him in
I
people
mean, you.
26, that 2016, Ben, if he was on the team, that nigga
yeah.
would be a
I
huge
wouldn't want
assist.
him on this team because I want to get one of them 3 players. But the crazy thing is the turnaround. It's like basically a 2 year turnaround from when KD and everybody got traded. So in 2 years, you're in position now to grab one of the best players in the draft from the last 10 years and start to rebuild that way.
Yo, Breezy, realistically, I get what you're saying with these niggas ain't played college ball yet. Like I get that point, but I ain't gonna hold you, bro. These I think realistically, like you just know talent that as soon as they hit the league, you already know they're gonna be good, bro. Like it's
Yeah.
just oozes. It just oozes. It's just you can clearly see it. Like when I saw like when Braun was in the league and there was so much commotion about Braun coming into the league. You could just see that Braun was going to be him. Like it wasn't no discussion about
I
oh
didn't see
Braun
that.
going to be a bust.
Yo, am I
I,
tripping? Yo, I
to
think
me,
LeBron is on
to me,
steroids,
I
bro.
thought LeBron was going to be him from jump. Like it wasn't
I'm just
even
so tired about arguing about Dylan Harper. And I know the athletic freak that Ace Bailey is and the skill set and all those things. But I just get so tired of people talking like, because I said, and you was over there, LM. I said on the other stream that I believe it's three generational talents in this draft. No, it's just two.
right.
It's just two. I'm like, bruh, how can you say that if you never really watched the kid play? And I know you haven't watched the kid play. You ain't watched no full games of Dylan Harper. You might
That's a
have
fact.
watched highlights, but it ain't no way you watched a full game of Dylan Harper. Like so. Come on, bro.
Dylan to me, the Dylan, Ace, and Cooper to me is like is them, and I'm not saying there's a lot of. I
Yeah,
know we
VJ
talk,
and all those guys are
yeah,
good.
yeah, we talk like this. Just because we talk about those three, I want to be very clear. Does not mean that there are other elite talents in this draft
If
because
we could
there
get
are.
Ace Bailey and then trade up and get Hugo Gonzalez, I'm good. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So
Hugo, VJ,
Nah, Priest, you got me into that kid though, man. That kid is a good point guard. He got a nice 3-point shot. He's a slasher. I was watching his highlights
I would,
a little bit more.
yeah.
Like we point, like yo, we need a
Dylan is
point.
good. I would even like Ian Jackson. That he would be a hometown kid. He's from the Bronx.
hmm
I gotta watch.
Um
Gotta watch.
Ian Jackson would be a really good prospect for us to
I
pick
don't
up.
know. Them New York point guards, man, when they get in the league,
Yeah,
man,
he
they
I
don't
think he's
always
six
work
four,
out.
but I
Sebastian
like
Telfair and Willie
yeah.
Marbury didn't ever live up to his potential and
Um
shit like that.
I like the big man from I think from he's from Sudan. I think he's gonna be playing with Cooper on Duke.
I
Uh
mean, I'm good
I
at the
like
big
him.
position for us with Claxton and
Yeah, we got Clax
and
already, so
Clowney. With
yeah,
Claxton
Clax and
Clowney,
Clowney.
I'm
Right.
actually good there.
Yeah.
So
I would love if we didn't even if we don't fall into the top three, I would actually love if we got VJ. VJ Escombe here would be fucking fantastic.
Yo, so
I
if we
think that
don't
would
do
well,
be
I ain't
somebody
even
that
trying to think that
if
way.
we don't
You
do
know what
no
I'm saying?
trades, guys,
we
how do you guys feel about Schroeder though? How do you guys feel about Schroeder? If
I
we don't
think
do no
Schroeder
trade.
gonna get traded.
I don't think he fits on the rebuilding team. I think you got to
Okay,
trade him.
okay, okay.
If we're going to rebuilding route, I think he got to go.
So
I would
what a
feel
He
priest.
better,
doesn't fit.
to be honest, about it quickly or somebody like that who's still young than a guy like Schroeder. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
Schroeder older, shit. I mean, like Elam said, it don't fit the timeline.
I
Yeah, he
think
really don't.
so you priest. I want to go around the panel too. What would you be your guys starting lineup?
This year,
Yeah, this year.
I mean, probably Schroeder, Cam. Um, currently, CJ and DFS are still on the roster, so it'll be CJ Clowney and and Cass.
Claxton.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yes. What
Just
about you,
because
Yeah,
LM?
until we actually trade CJ. Once we trade CJ at DFS, then I swap that out and put Jalen Wilson.
yeah. I got the
Mm,
same lineup as Priest. I think CJ fits the three anyway, so I think CJ would be a new three until we get off of him. But yeah, Schroeder, Cam. I'm not starting Ben to start the season. I don't give a damn how many highlights he's showing all season. I'm not starting Ben. Fuck
I don't
no.
even think there be no
Um,
highlight tapes at this point. I think they be old recycled. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no way that this nigga be doing all that shit and then get to the season. You doing all that shit in pickup games, then get to the season. I believe that shit is old as fuck. I believe he recycled the same
it might,
plays.
bro. I don't even know. I
E-
lost
e-
faith in that shit
Easy.
since
What lineup will you pick?
2017.
Easy. What lineup will you pick?
Um, I don't know. That's tough. I gotta see a roster
Oh,
when
okay,
it
okay.
ends, but whichever roster is the worst. I'm not. I'm not looking to be good this year either.
Facts.
Like I'm coming in for. Listen, man. Shout out to Breeze, but I already know why he don't want this shit right here, bro.
All
I
I
already
know
know.
is we better not win 40 games.
I know why he don't want this
Please
shit
don't.
right here, bro. It's because he gonna have to cover all 82 games, bro. He not trying to do this shit again. This 32, this 32 season fucked him up, bro. I
I'm
know that
telling
for a
you,
fact. It
I ain't
fucked
gonna
him up,
hold
bro.
you. Like Free said, this is the first time I'm going to come and I'm going to pull up to the pod, and I'm going to be hyped that we lost a game. Yo, y'all saw that loss we got yesterday? Yo, that shit look crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, we doing this
Yo,
shit right. Let's
I'm not
yo,
go.
I'm
D,
not gonna
yo, D,
lie.
hold on. Yo, LM, I'm gonna be like, yo, you see Cam Thomas field goal percentage 1 of 38? Say, no, let me stop. I'm messing with y'all,
I'm not
man.
gonna
Yeah,
lie
listen,
though.
Kim, go off, Kim. Do whatever you gotta do. I ain't tripping.
I ain't
Do
gonna lie
whatever you
though.
gotta do, bro.
I feel Breeze on this point because like niggas gonna pull up and just cook you for no reason. Like, yo, your shitty ass fucking Nets. And you ain't trying to go through that all because they got some crazy plan and you got a whole different type of plan in your mind. You
Yo,
ain't trying to
Bree,
go through that shit.
We just in different stages, bro. Like
yo,
them niggas that's talking is the same niggas when they team was ass. We was probably clowning them at some point. Like, yeah, we got KD and Kyrie,
yo,
nigga. Fuck
yo,
out of
Breezy
here.
go do the stream by
I mean,
himself,
K,
yo.
right?
What you say?
It's just different times and eras. I think it's just different times and change. You know what I'm saying? We had our time with the big three and shit. We was clowning on niggas like, what's up? So, I think it's their time to return the favor. I mean, it is what
Yo,
it is. All right, take it on
Joey,
the
who
chin.
would you pick to start the roster though? Since who
Ba-
would you pick?
based off of who we have right now,
Yeah, just based off
yeah,
of.
I know. I mean, if Ben is going to be here next year, which what is looking like, he's going to start. So Ben will be at the one. Um, Cam will be at the two. Cam Johnson also, based off of how much he's making, and if he's going to be here next season, he's going to start. So Cam Johnson at the three. I put Noah Clowney at the four and Clax at the five.
That seemed like a good team though. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, like that thing seems.
Yeah.
I don't seem bad. I don't seem
I'm
bad.
still thinking about the draft and the fact that we ain't get none of them niggas we was trying to talk about. We ain't get Edie, we ain't get Collier, we ain't get none of
Yo,
them niggas.
Leaf
That
for
shit
them
is funny as
life.
fuck.
Edie was the answer for everything. Leaf,
Man, he
where
wasn't.
you at, Leaf? Like you be talking about, yo, we could be like, yo, what point guard we could get? Zach Edey. Put Zach Edey in the point guard position and watch. We be like, yo, who we should get into two? Leaf. Zach Edey. You put Zach Edey in the second position. We be like, what power
Yo,
forward should
that
we get?
shit just
Zach.
fucking reminded me, bro. Yo, Leaf, where your ass at, my nigga? I'm not gonna let you off the fucking hook. Cause you fucking tortured us with this Zach Edey shit for fucking months. And then yo, a week and a half right before the draft, this nigga just abandoned the plan. Like, yo, fuck that. I'm not with the plan no more. I don't see no signs of them doing what the fuck I want. So I'm off that. Nigga, hell no. Nigga, hell no. Nigga, hell the fuck no, bro. You tortured us with this fucking plan, bro. Hell no, my nigga. Hell no.
First it was Kai Jones, then it was
Yeah.
fucking Zach Edey. It was a
Yo,
whole bunch of shit,
Yo,
bro.
I
yo,
felt like that shit was
he's
on purpose sometimes, bro. Like, ain't no fucking way this nigga just brought this nigga name up out of nowhere just now, bro.
yo,
Why?
he
No.
swore on the Bible of Zach Edey, bro. The Bible of Zach
Bro,
Edey.
this nigga came out and crashed out and said this nigga is going to be better than Wemby. Bro, that was torture, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, bro, like 1 week before the draft,
Yo,
nigga said, fuck that. I'm not with that. They not doing none of
bro,
that shit no more.
you know
Fuck
what's
that. I'm on a new
crazy?
plan. Nigga,
Yo,
what?
Leaf will find a way to put Zach Edey into the conversation, bro. You can be like, who you think will win the playoff? If Zach Edey will play the center, they definitely will be successful. He will put Zach Edey in every conversation, bro. He will fit Zach Edey in definitely. But
I
Bree,
mean, listen, we gonna see what Zach Edey gonna do. He going Memphis. I'm sure he gonna get that starting spot. So I
you're not gonna
mean,
get the
him,
ball with John
Ja,
Morant.
we gonna see how they mesh, man. Ja, I ain't gonna lie, Edey and Jaren Jackson Jr. in the front court. Defensively, that nigga Zach Jaren Jackson Jr. might have to pick up the pace because I don't know how Edey gonna keep up with them guards, man. Especially
Mm-hmm.
the guards
That's what I'm
in the
saying.
West.
That drop coverage, boy. That
Edwards,
drop coverage must
Edwards,
be
Steph.
elite.
You got to deal with Steph. Oh, you got to deal with Edwards. Oh my
Zach
God,
Edey going
bro, that
straight to the
shit.
bench. LM, you already know. If Curry's coming in, hey Zach Edey, come here real quick.
You
You
even
see,
got to
you
deal
see
with
him starting.
Booker. Like, I mean, he got to start. Adams is gone,
But I
and
think
who
they
else
play
is gonna
Santi.
start that nigga?
I think they play Santi Aldama at the center. So you think he's starting over
Uh,
Santi?
I think he. I mean, the nigga averaged damn near 30, 24 in college, bro. I'll be surprised if they don't start that
Yo,
nigga at
so
this point.
so with the roster, right? Even though, like I said, I'm good. I'm ready to be a delusional fan, yo. But I would start DFS for like Cam Johnson at the three. I feel like yo, that's gonna make our defense real tough. But it's like you guys said, the offense, bro, it's gonna be really,
I don't
really.
think we're gonna
Uh,
have DFS when the season starts. I think he's gonna
Yeah, I
get
don't.
traded.
Yeah, definitely the value of
I heard
DFS.
Philly won.
Philly
Yeah, you think
wanted
they're gonna
him.
trade Cam
Lakers
Johnson
wanted
and
him.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Cam
I
Johnson
think
might
Cam
be out of
Johnson and
here.
Finney Smith will be good for the Lakers. I feel like they can help the Lakers out. Both of them together. Would they be able to trade both of them together, or it gotta be? I don't know how they trade
Nah,
people.
in a trade like that, I would rather it's two separate trades. Those two niggas are valuable. I'm not just giving both of them niggas up to
True.
one team for nah, bro. Unless that team giving me back a haul. If we talking about the Lakers or the fucking Philly, they not giving me back a haul for those two
I
players. So I'm
wanted
doing
to get
separate
Jonathan.
trades.
I
That
wanted to
makes sense.
see if Orlando we can get Jonathan Isaac. That nigga just resigned, so that's good.
Wait.
But
What Oren talking about? Oren talking about DFS apparently is a 76er. Like what? That's like a breaking news or like you saying something? Like what's going on right there, bro?
nah, he's just tied. I think he's tied to Philly talks, but I don't think they
Okay,
traded
okay.
him. Yeah, I don't think they traded him.
I think by the end of the week he gonna be traded over there.
Yeah, they
He might go
Cam
to
Johnson and DFS
Philly.
can help any team for real.
Yeah, they Philly need they need a 3-and-D wing, man. Might as
Philly
well
going
get
all in. They need to. They going all in because they know that bill they about to pay is gonna be crazy. They ain't gonna try to hit second apron, so they
listen.
going all in.
They got a very small window. I don't know how long Embiid can keep getting injured. His niggas got 30. Paul George got to 38. The only young nigga on the team is really Maxine. He's 22. So I
Yo,
mean,
LM. I think they came to terms that Joel Embiid is always gonna get hurt. I just think they happy that he get hurt, but he come back and he's still performing at a high level. I think that's what they banking on. Because ain't no way
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you can't keep on doing like yo we could get him in that he don't get hurt. Like at this point like you gotta realize like yo
my
he just
thing
gonna
is
get
to
hurt.
that is my thing is to that is if, and I'm not saying I want him to, but let's say realistically in the playoffs or whatever, he get injured. Is Maxi and Paul George, whoever they up against, enough to get it done? That's the real issue.
Now they gonna
No,
And
need Embiid,
honestly,
bro,
I don't
because
know.
no.
bro, if you look at Paul, yo, I'm not gonna lie,
They
James Harden,
almost
and
went to
Paul
the
George,
play-in with fucking without
bro,
Embiid.
no, not gonna lie,
Right.
James Harden and Paul George both look like the third option, so they gonna need Embiid, bro. They're gonna need Embiid
Hell yeah.
for sure,
Because
because in
PG
this
can turn
team,
into indie PG or some shit. I don't know.
nah, PG is officially Luca will lock him up, bro. He's the third option on that Sixers team, but they
Look,
need somebody like that.
EG is a good player, bro. But listen, man, we not gonna deny history at this point. The nigga been in the league for a good amount of time, bro.
Facts.
At this point, we should
I'm surprised
automatically
he's
we should
still
know his.
playing.
No, he great player. He still got a long career. That 4 years, he gonna play that 4 years the fuck out. So,
Facts.
but still a good player, right? But we know this nigga history, bro. At the very least, I could say he gonna show up for one game and disappear another. Maybe show up the other game and then disappear another. That's just what it is, bro. When it comes to shot making with him, bro.
Other things he might be a little bit consistent on, but if you're dependent on him to consistently put up 25 points a game, and if you want to be efficient, that's not gonna happen with PG. I'm sorry, it is
Them
what it
niggas
is.
need OKC MVP for George on that team.
I
That's
have
what
a
they
tough
really
question for
need.
y'all.
Even that nigga disappeared. Even, yo,
I
Ella,
have a
even that
I have a
nigga
tough
disappeared.
I have a tough question
That
for
is
y'all. Even,
true.
and I think I'm just a Nick hater, maybe, but I think Philly is better than the Knicks now. What do you guys think?
Um, um, I don't know.
That's a tough
Yeah, I
argument
know, right?
It's a tough throw.
because niggas even
I
talk
think.
about it even now. Like, yo, Embiid like on a fucking one leg and one eye was better than the fucking
Can I get
Knicks.
my
I
opinion on
mean,
that?
if
Go
you
ahead,
want to
Joe.
give, I feel like you should do lineup versus lineup and see
I want to get
which
my
player
opinion
better.
on that, man.
Let Joy go.
So I think Philly got the better stars, no doubt. Talent, they got the better talent, but I think the Knicks are more deeper. 1 through 15, they got a deeper team. But the
Yeah,
thing is, the Knicks got a bunch of role players on their squad. I mean, besides Jalen Brunson, like Jalen Brunson has turned into him a little bit, but they ain't got enough talent, man. Like they're deep, but they don't have enough star talent. You know what I
I
mean?
agree, Joy. I agree. I
Like
was
Remember, they still got
if
Randall.
both teams meet in the playoffs and Philadelphia's big three, Maxey, Paul George, and Embiid are healthy, I don't give a fuck how deep New York is. They're gonna lose. Period.
yep.
But that nigga Randall laid an egg against that. You remember that
And
Atlanta series? That nigga Randall laid an egg. So I mean,
yo,
realistically, what you gonna
Yeah,
Yeah,
do?
but I was
I
gonna
and I
say
mean
have
the
a
same thing about
they're
question.
that
both
Miami
two
series too.
they're both two very good basketball teams. They're just constructed very differently. You know.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that take, Joey. My thing too. Well, I think maybe I don't want to be a Knicks hater. I just think the problem is they lost a valuable piece. Because let's be honest, Robinson and B don't got to guard Robinson. He could just have like Embiid gonna be able to rest.
He was
I
running
don't
right
think
through
Rob.
Hartenstein too, though.
Yeah, but Hardenstein at least scored. The Robinson is not gonna score, so Embiid is gonna have all the rest in the world, bro.
All right, I mean, look,
Robinson made a glass. So that's
that's tough
true.
because, like, if we really looked at the Knicks offense, it was really give the ball to Jalen Brown and he give it up to playmakers, but the ball could almost more
Jalen
times than not just
Brunson,
end the possession with Jalen Brunson. So like that's tough. So like Hartenstein was getting his points here and there type shit. Now I agree it's different than Mitchell because Mitchell he gonna get off lobs and maybe putbacks, but like Hartenstein is attacking the rim, so he's attacking his matchup. So I could agree with you right there, but like I don't think that that's a deciding factor in their offense. If anything, I'll agree with you. It's a big loss, but I think it's more for loss on the defense and the playmaking end because Hartenstein was making plays in that playoff series with Jalen Brunson. He like they was working
yeah,
as a
Yeah,
2-man duo. That shit was
but
running
but
immaculately.
But that's why Breezy said it was probably more of a blow on the Knicks for losing Hartenstein than it was for them to possibly lose OG. Is
yeah,
because Hartenstein, you know what I mean? He gives you all those things. He's good in the pick and roll with Brunson.
yep,
He could shoot a little bit, and then and you
Defensively,
can't teach size. Like when you're going
Right.
against big teams like Philly, you want somebody like Hartenstein to at least be there, you know what I mean, to guard him. Like I mean, Mitch is cool, but I think Embiid will have a field day with Mitchell Robinson, man.
yeah.
That's just my opinion. I
And
think
B was
Hartenstein,
and B will be able to rest too.
yeah,
Because
I think
Robinson don't got
Hartenstein,
no offense for him.
I think Hartenstein was a very very undervalued player for them, for real. Very important undervalued piece that they let go.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, I think that was that was not smart, man. Because I want to ask you guys another question. Do you guys think Julius and Jalen Brunson can play good together? Because Jalen Brunson had the ball like 70% of the Knicks offense.
Julius gonna have to take a smaller role. He's gonna have to dial
Yeah,
it back.
good point, Easy.
I don't know
Yeah.
if he's
But
gonna be able
here's
to
the
do that
thing.
though.
But let me ask you this though: why do Jalen got to take the smaller role when he's more clutch than fucking Julius Randle?
No.
Why?
I'm saying Julius gotta take the smaller role.
Oh,
Jerry
okay.
Julius.
I
Yeah.
thought you said Jalen got to
Yeah,
take the smaller
No,
Julius.
role.
He's right.
no, Joey. Jalen is that nigga now. He took over this team. Like this
Facts.
team is his now. Like
Julius, before Jalen got there, you was barely hanging on to the team because I remember that shit. Because niggas was on your ass when you
But here's
up
the
against the
thing, though.
Hawks, bro.
We got to think about this too. We're gonna have to see how Jalen Brunson and Randall mix together because
Mm-hmm.
when I look at Randall's skill set, Randall does not play good off the ball. He needs the ball in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Brunson
That's why I
also
brought it
needs
up, bro.
Brunson also
Well,
needs the ball in his hand.
yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see if they can play with each other. You know what I mean? Or Randall can submit to letting Brunson do his thing and then he play off of that.
Joey, when I say Randall got to take a smaller role, that role is gonna look slightly different to us, but for him, it's gonna be significantly different. So like he gonna have to do his work from like inside the box whenever the shot go up, putbacks. He gonna have to
Mm-hmm.
do some of the dirty work. He gonna have to, in a sort of a way, he gonna blend. He has to blend in with the Nova Knicks. Like he has to become a part of the team, basically. So like all that shit that you saw Josh Hart doing and Dante doing, you have to fold in the mold. The only thing is, you should be a better version of them, so you could put more points on the board. So
Good
he gonna
point.
have to work on his
I agree with
efficiency.
you, bro. I agree with you, but it's easier said than done.
That's a fact.
When before Brunson got there, Randall was the guy with the ball in his
That's a
hand.
fact. That yep,
So
yep.
now he has to take a back seat and he has to find his niche in the Villanova Knicks situation.
I don't know if he could do that. I don't know if he could do that,
Yeah,
Exactly.
brother.
that's the
See,
thing. Cause
I
it's
don't
only
think
so
he. I
much.
don't know if he could.
It's only so much ball can go around. Pause. What
It's
happened?
not even just that. It's just like, yo, I was the nigga, then you took over, and then I gotta take a back seat now. Like, and then like the implication of taking a back seat in the NBA is crazy. Like, if I take a back seat now, like, let's just say, for example, like Tibbs wanna try some shit up. He wanna put the Nova fucking starting five in. And then he might decide, like, you know what? I don't want Randall at my fucking five. I want Mitchell at my five. And then why that work? And now he got Randall coming off the bench. That changes the outlook of this player now. That has all type of implications for a player. Now the player could start moving selfish a little bit. Now it's going.
Yeah,
That's a sticky situation right there. So for
yeah,
Randall, he really gonna have to take a back seat, and he has to be comfortable, 1,000% comfortable taking this back seat, and
Oh
know
yeah,
what the back
he's going
seat
to
comes
be.
with.
I don't want to say he's going to be a role player, but like you said, his role going to be diminished. And the
yeah.
thing and the thing is, like I never really seen Randall really play off the ball. Has anybody seen him be successful playing off the ball? Because I never
No, I
seen it.
haven't. I haven't seen it either.
So
Not really.
I mean, if Jalen Brunson is going to have the ball in his hand like he's had this season, um, Randall's going to have to take a back seat and play off the ball most of the time.
Yeah, good point. Good point, Joey. I mean, this could be. Oh man, I'm kind of curious how the team. So I want to ask you guys, and we talk about a lot of these players. What do you guys think about the Clippers? I feel like they got worse now. But that's how I feel. But
They got
what's your
cooked,
guys' take?
bro. They don't. Yo, I mean, I understand some of their moves. Like, for example, like I understand them not wanting to give Paul George a 4-year contract. I understand that from like a outlook from like the team, the big dog standpoint, from like even the team building standpoint, because a lot of these teams they are really trying to do their best to not hit that second apron. Because that new CBA that kicked in is doing some shit to the teams. That's why they
Yeah,
maneuvering how they maneuvering. But I could understand that point. But like look where you were at before you made this trade for PG and Kawhi, and then look where you at now. Like y'all niggas done belly the fuck up, bro. Like ain't no way y'all let all this shit happen on y'all fucking watch, bro. You cannot let PG go for nothing, bro. Dog, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm telling you, Warriors is my team, bro. But if you had those trade packages on the table, you take that for PG. Who gives a fuck, bro? He is about to opt out and walk out of your building.
So
Nigga, you need to get something back, bro. Y'all didn't get nothing back for the nigga. I know you
so
got bum knee Kawhi.
let me ask y'all a question. I seen this on social media. Based off of what the Clippers did compared to our big three, who was the worst big three, man? What's the worst shit? What the Clippers did with James Harden, Paul George, and Kawhi, or KD,
Definitely
Kyrie,
them
and
niggas.
definitely dumb. Definitely dumb.
It's definitely them
No,
niggas. I ain't gonna hold you.
so we gonna have to check the people that OKC drafted with those picks. I think one of them was Chet. I think another one was I think it was J Dub too.
That's a good
So
question, Joey.
so
J Dubs,
you're gonna have
Chet,
to look at
and,
you gonna yeah.
and the biggest one of them all is fucking Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
No,
Alexander,
yeah,
yeah.
you gave it for MVP in the process, but I'll say this. Let me say this. So far, the Celtics won a championship, and they've been in the conference finals damn near every year after that trade, almost. If not the
Yeah.
conference final, they've been at least in the dance.
Competitive, yeah. Yeah.
OKC just started rising to fame, and that I don't know when the last pick from that trade is over, but they just started rising in prominence. Now they got a haul of picks, so like it's not like they just fleeced one team and got back that haul. They done been making moves all over the NBA for some time. So like you're gonna be basing like that team around that one specific trade. Meanwhile, they had other trades happening all at the same time that helped them out. So for anything, I would say the Boston Celtics still won that trade because one, they got a chip out of it, and two, that trade alone gave them star talent that we know for a fact took them over the hump. They built off that. Shea was traded to us, but from the draft picks, the most you could say is J Dub and like Chet and shit like that. So that's going to take some time for them to prove their point. But for the Celtics part, for us, yeah, them niggas like that's the
I
worst
think
part right
even
there.
that. I think even Jalen and Tatum was a lump because they was while uh they was winning games during those years. So honestly, because we were asked, they ended up with the third pick. But realistically, that shit could have ended. They could have drafted anybody. I mean, kudos to they front office for doing the right things. But
Exactly. And
Right.
I
and
mean,
who's to
that
say
shit could
that
have landed. Who's to say
and
that
who's to
shit,
say
if we was good, that shit might have landed to uh 4 or some shit. Like, who
right.
knows what that shit
Right.
could have happened? Who knows what
That's
could have happened?
that's a good point. So, like you said, Ellen, who's to say we would have drafted them? But not only that, who's to say that we would have stayed the course with them if we drafted them?
Right.
Like
Right.
niggas got to
Right.
understand, like Jalen Brown and Tatum been in Boston for a minute, bro.
Right.
Like before they won
Mm-hmm.
their first chip.
Yeah, Tatum just resigned, so them niggas gonna be there for more years.
And you see shit
So I
like that,
mean,
even if niggas win the chip, niggas would have came back and be like, yo, should we even sign this nigga for that much money? Nah, we should let them walk out the fucking door. Fuck that. Like, nigga, like I'm telling you, bro, niggas is not satisfied, bro. Like, I can't believe this shit, bro. I cannot believe this. Like, niggas
Boston
don't
is
take it
definitely
for what
gonna
it is,
be
bro.
niggas. Boston is definitely gonna be that team to beat for a few years now, especially with Tatum resigning, Jalen still there for 4, 5 more years. Porzingis,
Yeah, but
Derek
here's the
White. Since
thing.
Derek White just re-up,
So
like
does
they kept
anybody
most of the
hold on,
niggas
Ella?
there.
Let me ask you this though. Does anybody know their cap situation? Because all I know is they giving two niggas $300 million. They can't have that much money for anything else. It's gonna be
They
hard for them to keep a fucking supporting cast around with them paying that type of money to those two players.
no, they I think they in the second apron, but they are not repeat second apron offenders. Um they got their bird rights to their players, and for like it's hard to get all into the GM shit, but like if you sign certain players at a certain time and you have their bird rights, you could go over that cap. Now they could keep on going over that cap, but I'll say probably in 2 years or 1 year time, that shit gonna start doing crazy damage to them. So they might at that time might have to start offloading people, but they could keep this team together for this season, probably maybe next season.
Okay, copy. So they got like a 2 month window. I mean 2 month, 2 year window based
2 year
based
window.
off of everybody they got in they cap situation.
Well, it depends on how they maneuver certain things. Because if they could maneuver certain contracts and make certain things happen, they still could possibly keep Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum on the team together. And those two niggas still on the team together, you're still contending for a championship. So like we could say like right now with your team, like you have like a real definite shot of being like a championship team like for the next 2 years. But like even after that, you could still be in the hunt. Now in the hunt, you might not be the favorite, but like the game is basketball, bro. You never know what the fuck could happen.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
my
saying?
thing is I don't know the you know, Drew's contract. Are they going to still be able to keep Drew? Are they still going to be able to keep White? Are they still going to be able to keep KP? You know, shit like that.
Well,
Based
like,
off of
like real quick, Joey. So like like Drew and like Derek White, I think they signed like 3 year deals with like a player opt at the last year. So like that's what I'm saying about the 2 year window. Like if they opt out, they free up that money for the cap, and then they could either re-sign or like they could go somewhere else or somebody or like they could like sign and trade that guy away or like just trade him before anything like
Hey,
happens. So you
Jay
know what I'm
Jay
saying?
from BK said they already extended Drew and White. Okay, so they good then. They
Yeah,
good.
so yeah, but they got them under contract. So like if they
Yeah,
got the
right.
the two in the player,
They
the
already.
two, yeah. So like they could opt out or like they could opt out and take a smaller contract. If they opt out, they free up that cap space. They probably like it prevent them from hitting the second and eighth like 2 times in a row, shit like that. Like it gets tricky. This CBA is crazy. That's why you're seeing some crazy moves right now. That's why you really kind of seeing some crazy moves. Like ain't no way OG supposed to be getting paid this fucking crazy bag, bro. Like ain't no way, bro. Shit like that.
I mean, it's cool,
Word.
man. It's
All
all
these
good.
niggas is getting the bag.
You said, yeah, yeah, man. That I saw Tatum's contract. That's crazy. They paying 2 dudes over $300 million. That's nuts.
But we knew that though. We knew that when we was coming when the new CBA and the contract was going up. Like yeah, Jaylen Brown getting that 300, and JT gonna get more than that. They
So
lucky
crazy. I
JT
wonder
didn't get like a Finals MVP or some shit like that. Cause that might would have been a little bit more chicken on that on that contract.
exactly. So
Yeah.
but not only that, I wonder what would have happened if they wouldn't have won the chip. Like, would they have signed Tatum? Would they have gave him that money? Do y'all think that he still gets it if they wouldn't have won the chip?
That's tricky
I
right
think he
there.
still.
That's real
I think he
tricky.
still gets it, bro. Because the way I see it, them niggas, regardless if they lost or not, them niggas still made it to the finals. So I think they probably would have been like, nah, we gonna run this shit back. We was type close. If they
I
had
don't know.
lost.
I don't know, Ellen. Winning and losing makes a lot of decisions different. Even though you might think they make the
But
same
and to
decision,
be
it's
fair,
gonna be.
y'all gotta realize this is the Boston Celtics. These niggas is besides the Lakers got the most championships in the league. This is not a regular front office. These niggas make decisions to win. Period. So they going. I feel like the way they treat their young stars and they players is different from how the rest of the league treat state players. I mean, especially what Brad Stevens is doing for that thing. The fact he got KP and Derek White on that team, like these niggas look at their players differently, bro. They so for all we know, even if they did lose the finals, Tatum probably still would have got that bread. I feel like they still would have packed him up. Like we ain't
They
letting you
was gonna
leave.
pay
You
Tatum
gonna stay.
regardless.
Yeah, like
But do
I
you
really
think
feel
like
they
they
would have
keep
paid him
like?
regardless.
But do you think that like, they still keep people like they still give Derek White that contract? They still bring back Luke Cornett. They still keep
Some of the
they
role
resign
players
Patriot.
might be different, but I mean, I kind of do because they're in the second apron, so it's gonna be hard for them to build teams or build an adequate team regardless. So
That's why they
yeah, I think
resigning
they
their
still
guys.
yeah.
Right.
But
Lock
it
them
look
niggas
like
up.
you think they running away with the East like last season? They gonna have a big gap between 1 and 2?
Have the Bucks
I
made
think
any move in the free agency? Have Buck made any moves in free agency?
Nah, quiet for
I haven't heard them.
them.
I think they might. I think Boston might that has be the number one seed again next year. Real talk.
But I think Philly
I
has
think
jumped to two to me.
You're right.
yeah. Right. They was
Then
hot
the
Yeah,
before
Knicks.
Embiid got injured.
But
They was the
yeah,
top
I
three
agree with
seed.
you.
They was
I
the
think
top
they
three seed in the East
Yeah, I agree with you,
before
Priest.
Embiid got
I
injured.
think they jumped in front of Milwaukee with that Paul George trade.
Hear what I'm saying though. Hear me out, right? I think if
so
Boston is
so the
one,
order currently, real quick, easy.
go
So the
ahead,
order
please.
y'all got currently is Boston, Philly, Milwaukee, and New York.
That's what I got.
Okay.
I might,
See,
yeah. I don't
go
know.
ahead,
It's
Jay.
kind of tricky with the Bucks and the Knicks, man. I don't know. That's
The
a toss
Bucks,
up.
I don't trust the Bucks, man. I don't trust them.
Yo, Orange said the Bucks about to send us a lottery pick.
I don't trust the Tangerines. So
I don't trust the
Hey,
Bucks
Priest.
either. I
I
ain't
don't
gonna
trust
hold
the
So
you.
Bucks or the
hold on, no, no,
Tangerines.
hold on. I just want to entertain that with LM real quick. How would that happen? How would the Bucks? Because I know we got one of their picks, and it say protected 1 through 4. But explain. Can you articulate how we would get a lottery pick from the Bucks. Can you explain that to the chat for the panel too,
So
please?
so protected 1 through 4 basically means if their pick, let's say if they was really freaking ass, if Milwaukee got 1 through 4, um, in the draft next year or whatever the case may be, that pick will be theirs, even though we own it. So 1 through 4 protected. So if their pick falls through 1 through 4, it's theirs. But if their pick falls outside of 1 through 4, let's say hypothetically 6 or 7 or 8, the pick is ours. So it's basically they can high key if they're as they can high key give us another lottery pick on top of if where we land, which possibly could be 3, 2, or 1 depending on our record. But if they're as like a ninth seed or a playing team, we could possibly have one our pick in the top 3, hoping hallelujah to Jesus, and then Milwaukee can give us another lot. Milwaukee can give us another lottery pick. So hypothetically, Breezy, let's say we hypothetically got the number 1 pick. If Milwaukee was ass, they could give us number 10 or 11 or 12 or some shit. So we would have 2 top picks in the lottery. So
So
that's
hold
what
on,
the
hold on. So hold on, LM. I asked that to ask. Y'all still want to be bad, even so we gotta get two. What if we could just get one from
Oh
the
my
Bucks,
God,
just because
we
Bree.
they
already.
playing bad?
Oh my God. You see what I'm talking
Oh,
about, sir?
listen.
You see what I'm talking about, sir?
Listen, if
We
the Bucks
not
was
trying to go
trash,
down
that
this
would be
path,
icing
bro.
on the cake. If the Bucks was trash, that'd be icing on the
That'll
cake
be
with all
like
this shit.
fucking
The
picks in the
Bucks
top
owe us
10,
this,
bro.
man. The Bucks owe us this for what they did to Kyrie, man. We ain't forget the cuss groove, man.
Yo, has that ever
Listen,
happened before? A team having 3 picks in the top 10? Like, has that ever happened before?
I don't, nigga, I don't
Yeah.
know, but
Well, San
I,
Antonio just
well, I
had
don't
two.
know. Yeah,
They
San
had
Antonio
two.
had
What
four and
was they
eight.
picks? What was they picks, Big Priest? They had
They
fourth
had
and what
four
else?
and
They
eight.
had Stephen Castle and
They have
Rob
four and
Williams.
eight. Yeah, yeah, they have 4 and 8. So hypothetically, that could be us with Milwaukee pick next year. So we could probably have 3 or 3-2 or whatever, and if they ask, we can fall to like, oh, we got a pick 9 or pick 8 or pick 10 or some shit. So and we got four round picks. So we got the Milwaukee pick, we got our own pick, we got the Knicks pick, and I think we got
We got the
Houston or
Phoenix pick.
OKC shit. Yeah, right.
I
So we
would
have
rather
four first round
not to
picks
be.
in the draft.
I would rather the Knicks be terrible than come
Just
on.
to just, just to rub it in niggas' faces. That would
The
be funny
Knicks
as
too.
shit.
We get two top draft picks because the Knicks is trash too. Amazing, spectacular,
That would be dope.
We're
I
gonna
don't
only
even
sensational.
get
think
one
the
because we're
real.
trash, and then we're gonna get another one from you know what I mean.
Well, right. Well, high key. We realistically, however Milwaukee plays, we still have four first round picks in next year's draft. Like realistically, that's actually fucking insane. Like we got so many prospects to add to this team and choose from in the loaded draft. Like that shit is wild. And for years to come. But Milwaukee owns, man. Fuck that. I don't give a shit what they do. If they ninth seed or 10th seed, that's music to my ears. Make them niggas keep losing. The East got better
Okay, I know we don't
realistically.
wish injuries
But
on people, and I don't want this to be blasphemous, but Jalen Brunson has a season-ending injury. He'll be fine though, and
mhm.
Hold on,
Yo,
hold on,
y'all
hold
laugh
on.
about that shit. Hold on, real quick, y'all. Y'all laugh about that shit, but the Knicks are one Jalen Brunson injury away from being trash.
That's a fact.
Real,
Nigga,
real shit.
Mikal is one way. Can you imagine the irony of this nigga Mikal being Iron Man and then going to the number 1 team where this nigga runs his players through the mud and that nigga get injured,
Nah, you gotta be the
hypothetically?
fucking Iron Man again. Like, yeah, you gotta be the number one
That shit
option,
would
bro.
be
We giving you the
funny
ball.
as
Yeah,
hell if
that nigga
Mikal
the
get his first
Iron Man.
injury on
He the
At least with
Iron
Hold
them, them
Man.
on,
friends now, right? At
hold on,
least with
hold
them
on, yeah.
friends.
Hold on, let me read this comment. Orange Spiegel said, I do agree that we don't have to become the worst team in the league. If Nets conveyed 6 and Bucks get conveyed the 13th and we get the Knicks at 26, you can package and move to number 3.
I ain't
How
packaging
y'all feel
everything.
about
I'm
that?
packaging at least
I
two,
ain't
but I ain't
packaging
packaging everything.
shit.
maybe
I mean,
one.
I ain't packaging everything. Word. He not wrong, but I ain't packaging
I'm
everything.
not gonna lie to
Uh,
you, Oren.
Realistically,
If we go through the season and at the end we end up with our own pick and it ends up being the sixth pick, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be highly, highly, highly disappointed, bro. Highly disappointed, bro.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's
Ain't
a fact.
nobody
But hold,
trading one of them
right,
top
but
three
say what?
picks.
Say why,
Nobody's
AC. I want
trading
to.
one of them top 3 picks. Nobody.
Okay. All right. So
It's
yeah,
not.
I
It's
kind of agree with Big Priest on that. But tell us why though, Easy. Why would you be mad at the sixth pick? Talk to us.
Because look at the teams right now. Let's just think about all the bottom feeding teams right now, and let's just think about them. Let's name them off real quick. Detroit. They made some few signings. They at the very least, I know they signed Tobias Harris, and they got a lot of talent on their team. They should be better than what they were last year. Raptors. They don't sign Scotty Barnes to that crazy ass fucking deal, and they signed Emmanuel quickly. They made some moves right there, but they should be better than what they were last year. Let's think about like fucking like Portland. I don't think they made any moves like that. But fucking like all the bottom teams, Spurs, they didn't sign Chris Paul and Wemby only gonna get better. They should be better than what they were. All these bottom feeding teams should be better than what they were last year. We should be looking to move the other way. If for whatever reason we do move the other way and look worse, and they look better, and they get a higher pick than us, what the fuck is going on here? Now you make me full blown conspiracy theory, except in the worst way now. Cause I'm not even thinking it's for the good now. It's for the bad. How the fuck we end up with a sixth pick, my nigga? The fuck, dog? Dog.
I do
Dog.
think though, to easy point, I feel like he's right, but I do think that if you fall to the top three of like the worst teams in the league, I think realistically the shortest you could probably fall is five. But I ain't gonna hold you. I think that now that the rules has changed, and just because you're the worst team in the league, don't mean you get the number one pick automatically anymore. You do have to take some precaution. Um, I mean, Washington was second only to Detroit in the worst record, and Detroit got the fifth pick, and Washington got the second pick. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's pick your poison. Them niggas only won 16 games. Detroit only won 15. So you telling
Or
me Washington only won one game better than Detroit, and them niggas got the second pick, and Detroit got the fifth? Like that's some crazy shit.
but Atlanta end up
So
with the 10th seed with a fucking at least a 500, like close to a 500 record, and they end up with the one pick, bro. Like, so what you about to tell me? What's about to happen next year, bro? Make sure y'all do right by us, bro. Make sure you do right, bro. Just make sure you do right.
I think
But
they gave them niggas the number one pick because this draft was weak, and they was like, yo, you know what? Fuck it, just give it to one of these niggas.
yeah, but I
I
don't
ain't
trust that
gonna.
LM because they could look at next year and be like, yo, I don't want to give Brooklyn that's the number one pick. They don't know how to run their franchise. They could do that type of shit to us, bro. At that point, I'm like, how the fuck the fans getting punished for like what three people in a room saying, bro? There could be 10 people in the room, but it only matter what three people saying in that fucking room. Why the fuck we getting punished for them three fucking people? One could be a fucking cokehead, nigga. The fuck? Be
Right.
dead
Hold on.
ass,
Hold
bro.
on. Hold on. Let's get to what Orange said. You got to pick right, not pick high. And I agree with that for one. Let me say that, and that's why I wanted
I
to
know you
compete
do,
this.
Breezy.
All right, right. Because again, I think the fit
I
is
agree.
more important. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to fit. Like even with OKC, let's just use them for example. They Shed it was a fit. You know, they needed Shed the same way. You know, it's maybe Shed. He didn't do what they want him to do. I mean, the team wise, that's why they got Hartenstein. Like they want Shed to do what Hartenstein do, but I feel like Shed spread the floor more. He's not physical like a Hartenstein. So they went and got Hartenstein because Shed ain't developed to that player yet. And the player they want Shed to develop to, Hartenstein is that. So I'm saying that to say, before Shed got there, they looked at Shed like a fit for Shea. You know what I'm saying? They looking for fits to build their team to a championship team. And I think that's what the Brooklyn Nets should do too. Look for
Hey,
the
Breezy.
pick for the
You
fit,
know,
not
Chet
not
was like the
I
number
yeah.
think I
two
think it
pick.
I
You know
think it
that,
has
right?
nothing to do with Chet being a
Wait a
fit.
second.
It's just
Yeah.
Chet is
He
not
was
Chet
though,
needs
big beast. He was.
Chet needs some help in the paint, and they seen that after last season, so that's why they got Harstad. You know what I mean? It's not like they don't think Chet is a fit. It just he needs some help in the paint, man. He's not ready yet to be playing the five.
I,
So
And to be fair, even though I think he fit perfect with OKC, but to be fair, Chet was the number two pick in that entire draft. I
Yeah,
never
I said
thought it
that
was
already. I
Jabari.
just wanted to remind
Yeah,
people of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
right.
Like Chet was clearly the number two next to Paulo. Like that was
So,
the
I,
pick
but he was about
regardless.
to go number one, bro. He was.
so
Remember that
while we
draft?
on this
Nah,
topic,
Paulo was always number one.
No, he
Chet
was
was
about to go.
not getting drafted number one.
so while we
LM,
on
let's
this
go back
topic,
at that time
Paulo
real quick,
was
Joey.
not always
Let's
number one. He
no,
probably was the best player, but he wasn't always number one.
he wasn't
There
always
was
number
there
one. I
was
remember
some
that shit.
question.
They was going to
He
pick Chet
was
number
they
one, but then they started really looking
No,
at
they was
Paolo, and
going
they
to
was like,
choose
"Nah, we gotta go with
They was going
Paolo."
to choose Jabari Smith Jr. as number one. There was talks of Jabari getting the number one pick, but they switched and went with Paulo. Because realistically, I've heard Houston was hype as shit about getting Paulo. I remember that year. It was like, yo, Paulo falls to us, we're gonna be lit in Houston. But they switched it around, and Orlando was like, nah, we getting Paulo. And realistically, Shet was the second best player in that draft. So OKC was not going with Jabari Smith Jr. Them niggas was going with either Shet or Paulo. And I think they all made the right choices. Each one of them kind of fits the team. But
But
Shet
that's
was
a
never going
decent
to.
draft. But that draft ain't nothing close to this draft, basically.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. And Paulo is an amazing talent, but compared
But
to
that
next
nigga
year,
went two though. Just remember, he went two. He went two, and he was about to go one. At the very least, he was
Like
top
for
three.
instance, if Paulo was in this draft, LM, where you think he'll get picked?
He number one.
I can't even say that. I don't even know where the fuck he would be. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's so many people in here, bro. Like I don't even really. I think Paul might go fourth.
The shit that you
I'm
saw
not even gonna
Paulo
hold
do
you.
this year, you think a guy in this draft class could do what he did this year?
If he was
Remember,
in this
he
draft,
kind of redshirted his first year. They just giving him the rookie year this year because he finally played. But he redshirted, bro. He got hurt, but he redshirted so he could learn. But he came on the court and performed. You think a rookie from this class could match what he did on the offense and defensive end this year? That man was a beast, bro. If they had a third team, all defensive team, there's a good chance he could have been in there.
Bro, I think Cooper Flag, in terms of defense, plays better defense than Paulo.
Are you talking about next year? You
From
talking about
what?
next year? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. In
oh,
terms
if it
of
was this draft that
this
we just
job, of
had,
course,
yeah,
Paulo.
he
Yeah,
would be number
yeah.
one. Yeah,
Paulo's
but
immediately number one.
I'm
Next
talking
year is
about
a
this draft
totally
because
different story.
Yeah, next year might be a little bit different. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that
yeah,
might be a little
he
bit.
wouldn't get picked over Ace. He might get picked over Dylan Harper though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he would
Yeah,
be
Depending on
definitely
who
the
pick him.
third.
listen.
He would be
Oh,
picked over
oh,
Dylan for sure.
hold on, yeah. I wanna read this comment real quick. Orange Spiegel said second, third, fifth pick don't mean nothing in this upcoming draft. We got to do homework like crazy. There's talent everywhere. All right, Orange, I'm
That's
gonna
a
do the
fact.
homework. I'm gonna do the homework and find out how much talent is in this draft because that's what I'm talking about. If this draft is so, you know what I mean, loaded, then we should be able to find talent even if it ain't one, two, or three. But I'm gonna do the
Oh,
homework
you
to
want the
do the due
transcendent?
diligence.
You want the transcendent power or
Right.
talent? Excuse me, I said power. You want the transcendent talent? Damn, can't even talk.
talent,
You want the
talent, please.
transcendent
Yeah,
talent. You
yeah,
don't want
yeah.
the. You could get good players, of course, but you want the player that the franchise altering player.
Right. You want you can other players is cool, but and this is a hypothetical. Like other players is cool, but realistically, you want Braun. Realistically,
Right.
you want Wade.
Yeah,
Wade.
Realistically, you
Carmelo
Right.
and them
want
is yeah,
or
yeah.
Right.
yeah, like they there, but you want number one. You want him.
You want Braun. You
Like
don't want Michael
yeah,
Pietrus. You don't want Michael Pietrus.
yeah,
Cause they was in the same
right.
draft, bro. And that's a good player. He could contribute to a team. but you don't want that nigga. You want LeBron. You want that motherfucker.
Exactly. Like all these niggas is good. I'm not saying that they not. This draft is loaded, but realistically, we should try to
And
not limit
if we
ourselves
did
to
all this trade and all this bullshit just to get the sixth pick or the 10th pick, that would be retarded. That
That
wouldn't
would be
make no
some
sense.
bullshit, yo. That would be some
right.
fucking bullshit, yo. Like at that point, the NBA is
Yeah,
fucking doing some
it's like
bullshit,
So
it's
yo.
like
what
doing
about
your homework.
Oren point? What about Oren point about Derek Favors? What about Scoot Henderson and him going
I
at number
think
two?
But
I
this ain't
think
that
Favors is
draft.
wrong. Yeah, I think Favors is wrong pick, but we still was at three. That was there was Paul George and Boogie was on the board. I
Mm-hmm.
think
Exactly.
that was just wrong pick. But we're at three. Three is a very good
But
pick to be at.
Boogie had the other stuff that went, kind of.
Yeah, you're right. But just us being at three and being able to select the favors, even though I didn't agree, I thought we should have went with Paul George, but whatever. But
Kawhi
just
Leonard
being
was in
at
that
three,
draft too.
But Oren, walk with me real quick, right? Because look, you
oh yeah,
talk
that's a
about
fact. That's a fact.
because Oren, real quick, you talk about it doesn't matter where the pick is, we gotta pick the pick. Listen, where that pick is at, that's gonna influence the GMs on who they pick. Because look, you could have picked Paul George in the top three, but he wasn't the big name around. And certain GMs, and you know this is a fact too, Oren, niggas get peer pressure and fucking they think about what the public is gonna say. So sometimes they be like, yo, I'm afraid to pick this player because he wasn't a big name around. And why am I picking that player? I'm gonna pick the bigger name, the player with the bigger name and did more. Meanwhile, that player that you didn't pick turns out to be better than the player you did pick. But sometimes that plays a fact into it too. Some GMs are afraid to pick players at certain picks because they just afraid. They're afraid to pick PG at 3. Some niggas move like that, bro, and that's the bullshit about it. So yeah, you right. They have to make the pick, but sometimes if they don't got the right player at the right pick, they moving crazy, bro. Like that draft room moves crazy, bro. You got a whole like I said, man. There's one nigga in there doing fucking coke, bro. That's the nigga that's about to make a decision for us, bro. The fuck that,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Hold on. I want to
Yeah,
say, Sean. I
yeah.
want
That
to.
you want it to be a more of an easier freaking choice. Top three is easy.
Yeah, yeah. I listen. I just wanted to shout out the panel. I want to shout out LM, Easy, Big Priest, Joey, BK, everybody that was on the panel tonight. I want to say shout out to Orange Spiegel in the chat. He says whatever, and he says whatever and whatever we land, we better not butcher it. That's my point. Don't worry about tanking as much as worry about homework. Yeah, nah,
That's
we
true.
gonna get to it, man. We gonna get to it. But I
That's true.
want to, I'm finna close out. But I wanted to thank the panel. That I'm saying for the content. I appreciate the content. You guys really know basketball, and y'all helping the page grow. So thank y'all. We had 683 subscribers. Please sub up.
Real quick,
And we be
Breeze.
back. Yeah, go ahead. Easy.
Yo, DJ Nate Carrington got snubbed off the All-Star list. I don't know what the fuck is going on in the WNBA, bro. But somebody got to fix that right there. I don't know who specifically comes off, but she has to come on, bro.
I mean, she don't like dudes, right?
I know, but I'm gonna change that, please. I'm gonna change that shit right there. I'm gonna change that shit right there, bro. That's gonna be my mission right there. I gotta change that, bro. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no fucking way, bro.
Just,
Ain't no fucking
just
way.
making sure you're aware.
No, I know, priest. I have to find out the hard way, but fuck that, bro. Nah, there's something got to change right there, bro. Fuck that. Ain't
You're
no
not
way.
her
You,
type, easy.
Who? What?
you no. I'm her type. It's just it's just a lot of things that come with niggas she don't like. But nigga, I'm her type because ain't no way you doing this shit with a girl. Ain't no way,
Who?
bro. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way,
Who's
bro.
homegirl that they waved off the I saw she was with Jalen Brown,
Oh, off the
Cassera,
sky,
whatever.
Kaiseri.
Yeah, I heard they waived her. I mean, she was averaging 1.1, but I was like, damn, nigga,
She ain't
like,
get no burn.
She ain't get no burn. And then the time she got burned,
But
they
she
looked at
don't
her
need
look
no
crazy.
burn. She got Jalen Brown. He making 60 M's.
The funny part is she getting waived though, but the nigga that he getting signed.
yeah.
He
I mean, when
that's
you and
crazy.
Jalen Brown, you don't gotta worry about a bag no more. It is what it is.
Well, I don't know about that, bro, because this nigga, the people that found his ring, he only gave them tickets, bro. I thought he would have gave them a bag. He ain't giving them no fucking bag. So now I gotta ask, like, yo, so you might be a little stingy with the bag. Like, yeah, this bag ain't for everybody. So, Kai, you be careful. You be careful. But you welcome over here too, baby. Come over to the Brooklyn Nets podcast, bro. You welcome. You welcome here, baby.
Oh, shout out to Easy, laying his Mac game down. Jay from BK says Breezy and fellas, everybody talking about 25 draft when the top two and 26 are arguably better than the top two in 2025. We got to rank two
You get
straight
one of
years.
them too.
AJ came in 26. Hold on, listen. This is a lot that I gotta do homework for, and I'm not privy enough to have this conversation yet. But I am going to do my homework and research, you know what I'm saying, and then revisit this conversation. Shot
I know who you talking
W
about,
chat,
but
man. W chat.
yeah,
But
Yo, W
yeah,
chat, yo. Word.
word.
Listen,
And
we
W,
can't skip step. We got 25 and 26 back.
that's a
You know
fact.
what I'm saying? So I mean, shit. Cleveland got Kyrie Irving and Anthony Bennett, who was a botch pick. So you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
that's a
yeah.
They
fact.
got
We
two
going,
number one picks. And matter of
yeah.
fact, they got three because they got
They got
Andrew
three because they
Wiggins
got
too.
Andrew Wiggins. I was just about to say that, Priest. They
Right.
got Andrew Wiggins. They just traded
Yeah,
for
don't
Kevin Love.
forget that.
Damn,
Yeah.
Kyrie was leading them niggas to the lottery for years, yo. That shit crazy.
Yo, Ella, imagine a team with Kyrie and Andrew Wiggins. Where would have they went in the East?
Oh, they would have
Honestly,
been good.
I don't even
I
okay,
think
know.
so.
okay, all right.
You
That
mean
would change
without
it.
Brian?
That would change the narrative on both them niggas. Because everybody thinking, oh, Kyrie can't do nothing without Braun. Yeah, let's see what the fuck would have happened without the nigga come over.
Yo, hold on.
Kyrie led them niggas to the lottery 3 years. That's mad funny, bro.
Yo, well, hold on. We gonna get into that too. We gonna revisit this, but probably like at the top of the show. A lot of
All
stuff
right.
that happened in the free agency we covered in these last two streams, but we gonna get into. We gonna revisit this draft thing. Thank y'all. I'm gonna be back soon with more content. We'll be back soon with more content.
Before you
Um,
go, Breeze,
yeah.
we're not winning no games, bro. Well, we're gonna
Come
win
on,
some, but we're not
man.
winning no games.
Yeah. Josiah religion is winning. You know what I'm saying? So
His
we
religion
gonna.
is selling.
Yeah. Yeah. So we gonna see, man. But I want to say thank y'all again, man. I appreciate y'all, and I see y'all soon. Peace.
Peace.
Yes,
Shit,
sir.
Josiah like